Secure your tinfoil hats, buckle down tight, and hold on loosely as we soar over the rocky tops of the La Platas on a Rocky Mountain high and get sucked into the vortex of the Four Corners at mile marker 420 in colorful Colorado. It is Saturday, October 23rd, Sunday, October 24th for those of you across the pond. Welcome to We Are Paradox Media's Late Night in the Rockies. Hope you had a rockin' week and an awesome beginning to your weekend. I am your host, TessaTNT, and we are live tonight on Spreaker, Periscope, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, CastBox, Tumblr, YouTube, SoundCloud, TuneIn Radio, and just recently Deezer. So tonight I have a treat for all my guys and gals out there. Tonight we will be talking to you and getting to know our very good friend, Psychic Chris Garcia. And we have him on every month because he's so amazing. And no matter how many times I've had him on, he just totally blows my socks off. I'm just blown away by the gifts that he has. So Chris Garcia is a psychic medium, empath, clairvoyant, clairsentient, clairaudient, who also has the ability to see auras and has experience with remote viewing. He has had these God-given gifts since the young age of 5. Chris loves helping people and sensitive children with their gifts as well. He is a tarot card reader and a ghost hunting and paranormal enthusiast. He is also a shaman healer and very into his native heritage. Hey Chris, welcome back and thanks so much for joining us once again.
Hi Tesla, I'm doing pretty good and I'm happy to be on.
I'm so glad to have you back, and I never get sick of it because, like I said, you're so amazing, and you blow me away every time. Like, I don't know, people call in, and I know about them, but you don't, and you're just saying these things that, holy shnikes, you really blow me away. I'm so grateful for your gift and what you do for our listeners, and you're amazing.
Yeah, and you know what I was going to tell you? I remember that days when you had to reschedule because a lot of stuff that you were going through. Well, I remember you told me that I had 2 days. It was the 16th, and then it was the tonight. And I was going to tell you this would have been funny. Okay, well, if I would have been on the 16th, I would have been out of town again and Dallas, Texas. But the only reason why I told you, I said, you know what, let's do the 23rd is because that day would have been my uncle's 70th party. So we had they did a rental where they rented this place. So I said to myself, well, there's going to be a lot of music. The music's going to be loud. It's probably going to be cold because it's up going north. And sure enough, they had the music loud. I could have been outside, but it was really cold. So I said, you know what, I'm not doing the show tonight. And then we were, after the show, there was no way that I can do the after party. Because after that, we stayed at a hotel. So I was like, no, this is not going to work. So I already knew way ahead of time that I said, this is not going to work because I'm going to be getting out probably at 11, and then we're going to go back to the hotel at 12. So I said, there's no way I can talk on the show because they would
care what anybody says. I'm going to come and see you. And I wasn't able to go see her because she shunned the thought of me doing that. But I really wanted to see her and give her a hug because, I've had her and Chad on the show, and he showed us where all of their happenings happened the night that they got abducted, and just the energy there, not just the afterlife energy, but the energy that you get from people that are there, and the energy, like there's so much energy. You could probably plug it into a power plant and power a whole freaking city off of it. We just got to figure out how.
Yeah, so I think if I was on, and now that you're telling me that, I guess nothing would have worked because it would have been too much noise, and then I probably would have had to whisper with the last hour of the show. So I was like, I already knew, and my mom even told me, she was, well, because I had told her that we were gonna have it, but something came up that you were still out of town, and then there was a lot of crazy stuff that happened at the airport, and then she was, well, I bet you anything. My mom even said it. She was, I bet she's gonna ask you for the 16th, but don't, because we're gonna be out of town, and over there in Dallas it's going to be cold. So
New Orleans will forever. But yeah, we already got somebody over here in Periscope. If you're a psychic, what race am I? Well, if you want to call in for your free psychic reading with some legitimate questions, call us at 1-970-335-9596. We have Psychic Chris Garcia on, and he is amazing. But what's been going on in your life other than family gatherings and such? I think we've had a lot of that going on this last month, and that was really good for me. I got to meet I've met my nephews before, but they were so little, like they probably didn't remember me. But now I got to meet them as adults, basically. And they're such good guys. Oh, and we have a caller coming in right now. I love them so much, and I'm so grateful that I got to meet them and get to know them. So let's see.
So the only thing...
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Or be a part of me. SoundCloud, TuneIn, and just recently we got added to Deezer. So hopefully you can listen at one of those and stay in the chat room in Spreaker and have a really good time. But in the past we have had some issues with Spreaker. I'm not sure what exactly is going on with that. A lot of people have to refresh it or reopen it, which is a pain in the butt. But I'm sorry that happened.
That's okay. I'm just letting you know. And maybe another app, which I hear Chris on this app because he's been on a lot of different shows through this app, is Paranormal Radio app. So you might want to get in there too, because I know a lot of people listen to that.
For sure. It's a really good app. And I know that I put in for that, but it's just a matter of waiting for them to approve it. So hopefully we'll be on there soon as well. But thank you so much for letting us know what issues you've been having. And hopefully we'll be on there soon as well.
That would be great. I would love to ask Chris a few questions.
Okay, go ahead, Jessica. You can go ahead. So what is it that you want me to focus on, or is there anything that you want me to tell you? Go ahead.
Okay. Ever since with what Henry did, I've noticed I've been having a lot of spirits around me.
But I'm being told that the reason why you see half of them is because a lot of them are disoriented. They don't even talk. Disoriented. There you go. Disoriented, which means that they their legs were amputated, or they had a lot of problems. So I guess that's how some of them are appearing to you. It's not because you make them look like that. It's just that that's how they appear. They're disoriented. Like in life, they had like their legs chopped. Like, I guess because they had like an illness. So that's why they come to you like that. Now, the question you asked me, why, who else is around you? I can tell you that since you have had issues with him, you've had your, I'm hearing like your grandmother around you, and she's giving you support of going through these hard times, of having to deal with his attitude, having to deal with how he grew up. And I'm being told that when he grew up, everything was handed to him. So it was like he was brought up very spoiled, and he was brought up with it's what they call height maintenance. And most height maintenance is usually, and I'm not disrespecting the women, but there's a lot of women back in the old days that were very height maintenance, to where they have to have some nice brand name makeup, nails, you name it. And with him, it was like, that's how he grew up, very height maintenance. So when you're with him, he's going to be one of those people that says, okay, well, I want these expensive or pillows or these expensive blankets or whatever the case may be, because that's how he grew up. So that's something that you would have to adjust to and just say, you know what? I didn't grow up like that. I grew up being appreciative of everything that I have. So I'm being told for you to tell him that he needs to be more grateful for, for stuff that other people can't have because there's going to be a time where things are going to be taken away, and he's gonna have very hard time adjusting to the change because everything was like expensive name brand stuff. So I guess with you would have to teach him, to be more appreciative of stuff that that you have to budget with.
I tried, and he dumped me.
Well, I feel that even though he dumped you, I mean, he's still thinking of you. It's just that he has very high expectations, and it's like I said, it's because how he grew up. So that has nothing to do with you. Now the question is he gonna come back? I'm being told that he will come back, and I think whatever he expected, they're gonna do it to him. It's like what goes over comes around. Doesn't mean that you're doing it. It's just that he's gonna learn that he's gonna get hurt, and then he's gonna start thinking of you, and then that's when he's gonna be more appreciative of the person you are as a human being and as a spiritual person. I think it's gonna take him to get hurt, and hopefully by that time he will come back, and he will be all like asking for your guidance and asking for you to comfort him, because he's gonna get hurt, because I guess he grew up that way. So it's like I said, he went through a lot, also as even being spoiled. So, but I want to say that when he comes back, I want to say, if anything, I want to say like mid-December, you're gonna get a call from him, and I know that you probably feel like you were not good enough for him, but I'm being told that don't think that way. God made you special. God made you to where you're happy and content. I guess it's just that with him, it was just he was brought up very, very spoiled. And the thing is that you didn't know that was coming towards you, because you were attracted to him. You were attracted from his inside from his personality on the outside. So you were attracted to spiritually with him, because he was like one of your what I'm being told is he was one of your soulmates from the past life. So he was brought into this present life to learn something of what he did in the past. And then I don't know why, but there's some energy that I'm getting from him, and this is probably why I'm being told he was spoiled. I'm getting like a past life of royalty, like he was a king, and he had maids to do stuff for him. So there might be some kind of energy, Jessica, that might make him think that he has royalty, and he's he's the man. You gotta put the sandals for him, or you gotta cook for him, and you know what I'm saying. So that's what I'm being told to tell you, is that he carries that kind of energy, almost like a royalty, like back in, I'm hearing, England. So maybe some of that energy was from the past, and he brought some of that energy in this present life. But the only thing is that he's got to realize he's not that same person.
Wow.
And he needs to appreciate you, but I feel like you dodged a bullet there, and I don't know if I'd want him back.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I think she will. It's just that the process of, I mean, it almost seems like, I feel like you're hard on yourself, because you feel like you weren't good enough. And I can feel that, even though you're very energetic, but deep inside you sound like, it feels like he wounded you, like he hurt you inside, and your energy feels very high as usual, but you feel a little bit down, like you feel like you were not good enough for him. And I'm going to tell you from a friend, you've known me for a long time. You know that I don't lie about anything I say, and I can tell you right now is that you deserve happiness, and I feel like he was your happiness, and he should feel like he is going to be happiness, but it's just that he's going through a lot of stuff, and then his family is very, I don't know, it feels like almost like they were brought up spoiled. So, but even though they liked you, and I'm being told that he's probably like talking to different people, not dating or anything like that, but it's kind of like Like they're upset because they knew of you, and they're very disappointed in him. And I guess, just put it this way, he's getting lectured. So I'm being told to tell you that it's just a matter of time that he will come back, and hopefully when he comes back, it's gonna be where he's gonna be different, and he's gonna be um, more better of what the way he is. I mean, there's a chance, like Tessa said, he might not. It's your choice if you want to take him back. But if you love him, sometimes loving somebody, no matter how they treat you back, some people tend to take people back and take it tight. And I can relate to that because of all the stuff I've gone through. But sometimes I guess you can say that you sacrifice with, you know, accepting the person the way they are. And then if that person's not for you, that's either your choice to let them go or to move on. But since you got so used to him, it's gonna be hard. But I do feel that then you can keep yourself together and just don't be so disappointed, and don't be so hard on yourself, because that's what I feel from you. You're so hard on yourself, and so don't feel that way, okay?
All right. Hey, Chris, so did he bring any, like, attachments around, or is
Honestly,
it...
I can honestly tell you, I think he did bring some attachments, but it was something that was on to him, because of all the people. And it's so weird because I'm getting like another past life. So I'm getting like there is some kind of energy of like almost like not a nursing home, but those people that are, oh my god, they're like mentally ill. I can't think.
Oh,
So
well, like
he,
a mental asylum type?
yeah, some kind of silent same. So that's that kind of energy that he brought. But wasn't him. It was that they were attached to him for some reason. I guess because of the way he represents himself, and he attracts people that are like that. I guess because maybe he had some kind of gift. Because I do feel like he was gifted, but he's not acknowledging the spiritual world. So it's kind of like they have been following him for years and trying to get his attention, but they're not paying attention. So I'm thinking that hopefully if you get a chance to talk to him, you're gonna have to teach him how to do it. You're gonna teach him that, hey, there's people around you, and this is the kind of energy you attract, and you do not ignore them, because they need your attention, but you're ignoring them, and they don't like being ignored, because that's what I'm being told, that they don't like being ignored. So you might have to teach them how to talk to the other side. So you might want to. So that's where you come in, and that's where you open his mind of the spiritual world.
Okay, so right now, like, I don't feel like I have any attachments.
No,
Right.
you don't. No,
Yeah.
you don't. It's just that they were just more of the past life with him.
Oh, interesting. All right. Well, thank you, Chris. You just made it so much better, and like, now I get it, and now I totally understand, because I'm like, oh man, this would be a perfect time to ask you, because it's just like I'm seeing things, and I'm like, that's quite interesting. All right. Well, thank you, Chris. Thank you for, uplifting me like you always do. And yeah, I'm still a little down and out, but I know time will heal, and, well, hey, maybe he'll come back. So,
Yeah,
all right.
but just let me know how things going, and if you just want to tell Tessa you still want to listen to the show, just let her know, or you can just listen to the show and just tell Tessa that you still want to listen in. So.
All right. All right. Will do. And thank you, Tessa.
You are so very welcome, and I'm so glad that Chris could help you tonight. That's what we're all about, is helping people.
Exactly. All right. I will be listening in. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
And I'm over here having my own little party because it's my birthday weekend. The older I get, the longer my birthday celebrations last. And yeah, this is my birthday celebration month. It just started this week, so.
Yeah, no, but what I was gonna say, I know until like you had the call, but this is what I was gonna say. The newest thing that is with me, I'm still doing cases, the missing persons cases. The only thing I will tell you, and I'm planning to, um, with God's will, I want to go sometime next year to one of the Paracons, and the one that I'm kind of being drawn to. I can easily change my mind, but the one that's drawing me right now is the New Jersey Paracon. So maybe in May I will be headed out to New Jersey, and then as far as California, I have a feeling that I'm either gonna end up over there for some reason. I don't know what new next year has for me, but I just know that I'm wanting to get more out there. So I'm planning to go to maybe to that New Jersey Paracon, and that's something that I'm working on and saving my money because I do want to meet like a lot of other people and maybe some vendors or people that are in New Jersey that know about me, or if they don't, I'm willing to, show myself out, in the Paracon. So that's something that I'm thinking about getting into, and hopefully by next year I will be up there in New Jersey in May. And if that doesn't happen, then I'm hoping to go to California sometime next year. So that's something that I wanted to let people know that that I will start going out to public events so people can know that I'm out there to help them too.
Well, I'm not going to tell you not to go to the New Jersey Paracon because a lot of times when I see Paracons, the New Jersey one is one of the really, really big ones. And I don't know if it's because it's on the East Coast and, it's more old school and there's so many people out there, but it's amazing. So if you can go to that, I definitely would. I'm not able to because I'm so far away, but if you do decide to go to a California one, it'd be cool if we could meet up here in Colorado and then just travel together, or even in Phoenix if that's closer to your route. But that'd be awesome to go to both of those, but definitely go to the New Jersey one. I would not tell anybody not to go to that one for sure.
Yeah, and it's so weird because lately I've been drawn to that one for some reason. I don't know why, but I've been feeling like I want to like get out more with Paracon because I've never been to a Paracon, so I'm feeling like that would be my next step. Now, if I am up in the California area, Tessa, I will keep you updated and let you know because I do want to go to Paracons. And if I can go to maybe like 2 next year, I'll keep you updated. So that's the newest thing that I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, and definitely, splitting bills is very nice for your wallet. So the more peeps you have going, the better off you are. And I missed out on a couple this year just because it didn't line up for me. I had security gigs during those, and oh man, I wish I could have gone because there's so many people that I wanted to meet, and I've met so many amazing people that I've talked to online. And once you get to meet them in person, it's just amazing. Like Dave Scott, it was nice to meet him, and I get to know him, and he's actually got more gifts than just being a DJ. He's got some psychic gifts as well, and he really blew me away. We were talking to this lady that had a booth, and he started talking about a man with a white beard, and it happened to be her husband that had passed away. And so just meeting people and getting to know them and their gifts is really quite amazing. And we do have a caller coming in right now. It's going to take a second for it to come in here. Uno momento, por favor. It's cycling. It's a 610 area code. And I did click on it, but it's... Okay. Hold on one second. Where did they go? It says missed call. Let me try to add them.
That is kind of weird because remember how every time we always used to have this weird connection with certain people? So it is kind of interesting that you mentioned that because people have asked me to go, do you affect electronics? And honestly, I don't feel like I do but I guess my vibration could affect the electronics or things like that. I've never known that, but people have told me that there's a possibility that I could have messed with the auto, but I didn't mean it like intentionally. It's just, I guess, with my energy and with the guys that are around me, it could probably cause all this weird stuff going on. So I don't know.
Yeah, it's really weird because I pressed accept. But here, I'm going to call this number really quick. No. Yeah, so for some reason, once I tried to call that number, it kicked me out of my call with Chris. So I'm going to ignore that and get Chris back on here shortly. Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. So let me call my buddy, my brother Chris.
Call me back.
Yeah, I got you. Good Lord.
So what happened?
So I tried to add that number, and then it took me to another screen, so I don't know what kind of shenanigans Skype's got going on, but holy shnikes. Okay, so we had not only a 610 area code call-in, but a 315, so I'm trying to get these guys back real quick. And it won't. Okay, here we go. Hold on one second. Let's see if this one works.
That's weird though, because I thought I was talking to you, and I must have been.
All right, so we have Christopher on the line. Hey, Christopher, how's it going?
Going all right. How are you?
Good. We're dealing with some shenanigans here. Holy shnikes.
Yeah, I sense something going on.
Yeah, me and Chris always have a good time because one thing or another will go haywire due to the energy, so on and so forth. But yeah, we're going to keep trying. We're going to keep on trucking. You came in just fine, so did you have a question for Chris? Chris?
Yes, I got my results, Chris, about my testing.
Mm-hmm.
It was inconclusive, but what weird was the night before I got a dream about saying all green, but with a shield as a symbol.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? It's like almost like the heart chakra, but the shield, like at the bottom of my field of vision, like a symbol.
Honestly, I think that was probably your higher self, is what I'm being told. So I'm thinking with that vision that you had, that was your higher self, that your other part of yourself was telling you that everything was going to be okay with the procedure. Even though you say it was inconclusive, but I'm being told that your higher self was talking to yourself, if that makes any sense. So that's kind of weird that I said that, but that's what I was told to tell you, that your higher self was talking to yourself. So in other words, you were talking to your astral plane, your astral self talking to your physical self while you were sleeping.
Yeah, will this affect my life, any of this test?
Honestly, psychically, I don't feel like it will. I really don't. It's just that, you might have to like rest. That's the only thing I'm being told, is that you need to just rest. Eat the proper foods, and and just eat what you're supposed to. And then a lot of the stuff that you were, I guess, were eating, or the stuff that you were around, you're gonna have to start getting rid of it. And then I'm getting the words detoxin, that you might have to detox yourself. So I'm being told that you might need to drink a lot of fluids, like water, or drink water with lemon, or anything that's clear, anything that's toxic to your body. Because I'm being told that, I'm not telling you physically, but I'm being told that in your inside, you're dirty in the inside. So you need to cleanse yourself from anything negative that could be attached to you. So when you detox your body, you're getting rid of anything that's remaining to come out. So that's what I'm being told to tell you, that you need to get rid of that. And now, as far as it affecting you, I don't feel it will, but I think once you detox and you start drinking healthier things and eating healthier things, you're gonna start feeling back to your normal self. Because right now you feel like a little off. So
Mm-hmm.
I do feel that once you get everything that you're supposed to be drinking and eating, you're gonna go back to your normal self, because you're still in tune with everything. You're still giving premonitions. It's just that on the inside you need to be cleansed. And a lot of people think that some of us need to be cleansed on the outside, like by smudging, but sometimes you need to cleanse your inside as well too.
Yeah, I notice when I drink anything with citrus like lemon or
Mm-hmm.
orange juice or even Mountain Dew, which has citrus in it, it makes me clean out really, really, really like something fierce.
Well,
Yeah, and
you know what you might try.
I know you don't drink and stuff, Chris, but our diets are outlawed in a lot of countries, and the things that we consume, a lot of other people don't because it's not good for us. So it could be a cleanse for that as well, including sugar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's weird because in my head I heard that you might want to drink some ginger, because I drink a lot of ginger and it's good. I mean, ginger has like a bitter
Like
taste.
ginger ale?
Yeah, ginger, the root, the one that has the hand. It looks like a hands on it, but you can boil it. What you
Yeah.
can do is boil it, and then once it gets like cool down, you can drink it. And if you don't like the taste, sometimes you can add like lemon to the ginger, so it's gonna have like not a bitter taste. It'll taste better. And then if you don't like the taste, you can add like sweet and low, but don't only just put it one little pinch of it, and then that's it. And then you can drink that, and that's good to clean your system, because when you drink that, oh my god, it's like you cleanse your body. You're going to the restroom all night long. Now, if you don't like ginger, you can try even green tea, because green tea is good for you. So you can drink a lot of that, but the only thing is that you're going to be in and out of the restroom throughout the night. So that's the only thing. But other than that, don't feel like it's going to affect anything else. So you'll be fine. It's
And
just that.
something else I sense too.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
If I read about people were telling me about this test called PET scan. I was told I see red every time I think about that test or every new type of scan. I see red. Not to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'd be told bad news.
Well, I don't know about who told you that. Usually when people sometimes, I guess, have like certain surgeries or certain procedures, certain people see different colors. Like I remember one time I had surgery or some kind of procedure I was going through, and it's funny that you mentioned that, because when I was having that certain procedure, I didn't see red. You want me to tell you what I saw? I saw like a bluish green around this person. So whoever was touching you, I guess you were probably picking up on their aura. So if somebody was touching you, like with the procedure, and you saw red, it wasn't so much of you; it was more of them. So if you saw like red around that person that was maybe doing like the doctor was doing the procedure on you, and you closed your eyes before you like really meditated on it, then
Yeah,
there's something around that person that has like a red aura to them. So
it didn't feel right.
yeah. So there must be something to that doctor or something around him that's the reason why you were kept seeing red. Like there was something that was not right about him. So you might want to get a second opinion and see if you can find somebody else. If you feel uncomfortable, then I wouldn't let him do the procedure. Now, if he's your primary doctor, then you probably have to go through him. But you can also maybe find, I guess, somebody that's above him, and see if you can, instead of seeing him, you can see somebody that's higher than him or his assistant, and you might feel a little bit more better.
Okay. I'm beginning to be self-aware of stuff like this.
Well, you might, you could look into it and just check anything that you're picking up on, because usually when you have certain procedures, you will see like colors, but it's not the color around you, it's the color around the person that's doing the procedure on you. Because, like I said, I had a procedure done with me a long time ago, and around this person, I kept seeing like a red, not a red, but I kept seeing like a greenish, bluish color. So I kind of figured that this person was a healer, So that was the aura color that I got around that person. So, but now as far as for that person that you saw red, I think it's more like he's more like I'm being told like stubborn, or he's like very I can't think of the word right now.
Yeah,
But
it's the head radiologist.
yeah, so there must be something around him too with his personality, and that's probably why you saw the red. So I'm being told that when you have certain procedures or you meet people, you're gonna start seeing different colors around them. So you're gonna start seeing auras. Like I guess, like depending if you go to the dentist or if you go to the doctor, you're gonna start seeing the colors around the person that is like, I guess, checking your vitals, and then you're gonna be you're gonna, in other words, you're gonna see everything when you have people look at you, or do you see your daily checkup, you're gonna start seeing a lot more aura colors around them. So you're being aware of another part of your gift is coming out.
Yeah, something's telling me to get a second opinion.
Yeah, well, I would say that if you want to, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't see why you shouldn't get a second opinion. If you feel uncomfortable, then I would get a second opinion, because sometimes when you get this very unpleasant feeling, then that means that maybe that doctor is not for you, or that physician is not for you. So you might want to get a second opinion. So check that out, and then get back to me and let me know how it turns out when you get your other doctor or somebody else to look at you.
Yeah, then I'll know what's up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I learned something too. The kind of condition I have,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't show up on certain type of scans. You have to actually have a certain type of scan to get it read.
Oh, wow. Well, then that must mean something. You just got to find out.
Yeah, cerebral palsy isn't easily read by MRIs.
Yeah. So you might just want to check that out and see what happens and see what you come up with. Because I think with all this stuff, you're going to learn a lot more more stuff. And then also you might even think that when you start looking at different people, then you're going to be looking at them in a different aspect, if that makes sense.
Yeah, a second opinion would require me to go to a different clinic. Go to the other clinic here in town.
Yeah, so you might just want to go to a different area, because sometimes you'll start seeing the true colors of the people that you see, and if you don't feel right, then it's like
This is the same doctor that didn't diagnose my mom's cancer until 3 days till she died.
Oh wow! So then there must mean something. You're gonna find out something, and you know what? Now that I'm telling me that,
the name is Nguyen. The name of the doctor.
Well, you can check it out and see what look more into that doctor, because I'm being told that he's a dishonest person. So that's probably why you're getting this feeling that you need to see somebody else.
Yeah, he's the radiologist for the clinic I go to.
Yeah. So just let me know what happens, and just let me know your feedback, on how things go out, because I'm being told that once you see this, I'm being told that he's probably going to get terminated. And then I'm being told that other people are noticing something about him. So I'm being told that there's going to be a lot of people making complaints, because a lot of people that he sees, like their past relatives that have passed away, they're starting to realize that he's not a good doctor, and that he does not belong in the medical field at all, because he's actually taking people's money, and he's not really taking care of the people. So that's why you feel like he's not a good doctor. So you might want to ask around to see if you're the only one that's noticing it, because I'm being told that you're not the only one. There's other people that are complaining and make a report on him.
Yeah, because What should I do if I go to a different clinic and the readings are completely different?
I guess
Report it?
I guess report it. Yeah, if it doesn't match up with your very first visit when you were younger, then you might not. You might look at the records and see like if anything doesn't match because there might be some clinics that are more into the money and they really don't take care of their patients. Because there is a lot of people that are like when you go to certain clinics, they'll just give you all this BS crap that they'll tell you this and they'll tell you that, but behind closed doors, you start noticing that they tell you this and they tell you that there's something wrong with you and this and this and that. And then when you go to a different clinic, they say, well, you're about, everything, your vitals are fine, your weight's fine, your cholesterol's fine, whatever issues you have,
Yeah,
everything
the
came out fine.
inconclusive doesn't
Yeah.
match what it says when I was younger.
Yeah. So you might just stick to the one that seems right and then stay away from the clinic that doesn't do their job, because I'm being told that there's others that are just in there just to get a dollar every day. So there's basically they're more into money and they're not caring for the patients.
Yeah, after a show, if you're going to be around, I'll ask you to read this other place I'm interested in going to, see if it feels right to you.
Okay, well we can do like if I'm not that tired, we can we can do that after partying, and I'll see what I can pick up off of it by either a picture, or you can just tell me the name and then we can go from there, because I know that that's confidential, so I wouldn't talk about that on the air. So we could talk about that at the after party.
You have a picture of a clinic I'm interested in going to.
Okay, then we can talk about it later, and then hope to see you there.
I'll be awake then.
Okay, sounds
I
good.
feel better.
I'm
Have a good
Sounds
glad.
good.
night. God bless you all.
God bless you both. God bless you
Bye.
too.
Bye,
Bye.
Christopher. Thanks for calling in.
Thanks. Bye.
That's crazy. That is crazy, and it's weird that he's mentioning that, because there is certain clinics that are just in it for the money, and they really don't care for their clients. And then when there's a lot of other people complaining because they're feeling uncomfortable around the nurse or around the doctors and stuff. So there's a lot of people that are being not really there to to help people. They're there to destroy people. So it's kind of interesting.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 48043.
And it's not letting you. That is weird. So what does that mean, Tessa? That Skype is there? What is Skype doing then? Because I can hear you fine, but maybe they change a feature that maybe when you do shows that you won't be able to accept all the calls, and that is kind of weird though.
Yeah, we've had after parties. We all end up getting kicked out repeatedly, and it's generally when you're about to get to the really good part of your story. And so everybody's like hanging on, listening, and then all of a sudden it's like, click, that person's gone. And then they call back and they're disrupted because they got kicked off. They're wondering who did it. It's got to be somebody in the chat room, but I think it's really Skype, because right now it's not working for me. And I actually went through this not too long ago. With Skype not letting people add to the call. but we've had so many numbers trying to call in. Please keep trying. If you can't get through, maybe I'll call you and then just add Chris really quick. But holy shnikes, I can't believe this is happening during the show. And I even said that last week. Well, I'm glad this didn't happen during the show, but now it is. So now it's an issue, and I'm paying for something that isn't working for me once again. I just paid $40 plus for my number and for the Skype account to work for me, and it's not. Okay, here we go. Somebody's calling in 210. Hopefully that works. And it says missed call as soon as I try to add it. Holy shnikes. I can't believe it.
Wow. That's weird, though. And I'm just going to ask you, am I the only one that you're having problems
Hello?
with? Hello?
Hey, Sleepy. Did you just try to call in?
Yeah.
All right.
On my
Go
cell
for
phone.
it. I'm so sorry. I don't know. Skype has been being a bitch the last week, and now it's even worse. I was like, I'm glad it didn't happen during the show, but I shouldn't have said that. Even though I knocked on wood, now it's happening.
Yeah, well, it happens, and whether it be whatever it is. Oh, I just have one question.
Go ahead.
How's my love life looking?
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing I'm picking up is that your love life is the way it's supposed to be. I do feel that that there's going to be something good coming.
Oh my goodness. What the heck just happened? Oh no. Okay, sorry guys. I'm trying to figure this out. Holy shnikes. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just, because there's been a few, it's kind of, it's just been funny. I mean, getting back in the dating scene after, last time I went on a date, Obama was president.
Yeah, I guess because
2008.
I guess it's because the energy shift has changed, that everything's just chaotic now.
Well, I was in a relationship for a decade, so, things changed on the dating scene. Now it's Tinder and swipe left or right or like or unlike. It's weird.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And it's sad, though, because I do feel that you're a good person. It's just that you're having a lot of issues. Yeah, but make sure you don't get yourself in a positive zone, and then don't even think about it. Don't even give up.
You're breaking up now. Hold on.
I do feel like you're gonna mess things. And you're gonna make sure like, who's breaking up? Me?
Yeah, you were. The aliens were interfering with the connection.
That is.
Yeah.
Are you there?
Yeah. Sound like you're coming through from the 25th century, but you're coming through.
Yeah, but that's like I said. Just don't let it affect you. So that's what I'm saying is that you're gonna manifest a lot of good things coming. So don't even think about it so much.
Oh, I find it rather humorous, sometimes. People's view of me, and I think, well, you're way off on that. Wow. Ooh. And then I think if I project that, but then again, it's like I've always attracted to weirdos, so it's okay.
Yeah, I guess it's just that it doesn't mean that it's your fault. It's just that there's a lot of energies that are in the air that people manifest. You manifest something good, and you get attracted to all this weird stuff, and you're just like, why is this shit happening to me? So you're just like, why is that? But I guess that's just the way it is. It's just I guess a lot of people are going through a lot of hard times, and you would think, why is this energy like that? I guess it's because the energy of the world is unbalanced. So I'm thinking that probably by next year, the energy for everyone is going to be a little bit better, because now everybody's going through hard times and rocky times. So you might just, that's the energy shift. That's all it is. It's just the energy shift.
Yep. Well, I appreciate your time.
You're welcome, and thank you for calling. And it's so weird, though, because like when somebody else was calling in, Tessa's like, "I lost you," and I'm thinking to myself, "What's going on with Skype?" So Skype has a lot of issues too.
Well, I know, and Sleepy was calling in, and even though I clicked on add to call, it hung up on him. And then all of a sudden, we couldn't hear you guys anymore. And then I got you guys back. I don't know what the hell is happening. And 210 is trying to call again. So I don't know.
I'll go. You guys have a good night. I'm laughing at something else. I had to laugh so hard I had to mute my microphone. Okay. Thanks, Chris.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Good nice evening.
Good night. Holy shnikes. Hopefully, with nobody else on the call, we can get 210 in here. If not, okay, so here's another way to try to get through since Skype is being a bitch. Look for Tessa Thomas-Peterson, which is the hyphen, Tessa Thomas-Peterson, or Tessa, TESSA .in, as in Nicole, .Thomas, THOMAS, 30. Send me a Skype request or contact request. Hopefully I can get you through that way. I'm trying to add people on as far as invite to Skype when I miss their call. And I'm trying to look right now to see if I could add. 210 is not showing in my call log for some reason, which it should. They've called several times. I just don't get it, Chris. What's going on? We're going to have to do Revenge of the Psychic show. Chris, are you there? Chris. What the hell over... It shows Chris on here. Let me try going over here. What the crack? I'm going to start a new call. Call.
I didn't even hear you.
You could hear me?
No, I said I couldn't hear you at all.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you either. Like, I could hear the sound behind you, but I couldn't hear you.
No, but see, when we took his call and then he said thank you for calling, like all I heard was nothing. I thought you were like, I guess you had auto or something. I don't know, because at all I couldn't even hear you. I mean, I couldn't even hear you speak. I couldn't even hear you say my name. So I don't know if you were or you were saying Chris, are you there? But I couldn't hear anything. It was like you just disappeared, like it hung up on you.
Chris, guess what?
Hello?
We finally got 210 on here. We've been trying forever. 210, welcome. I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you called back again.
Oh, yes. Yes, I tried several times, but I'm finally on.
I'm so glad that you came through again. What is your name?
So,
Yes, ma'am. My name is Alice.
Hi, Alice.
okay, so hi. So how can I help you, Alice?
Hi, Chris. I had texted you earlier,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Alice Rhea, and I didn't get an answer back, so I was just wondering if you thought, that I have a gift.
And this is what I was going to tell you. Now that we're on the phone, this is what I do feel. And this is one thing that you asked. Okay, when you you messaged me, you said that you prayed and you asked God to take this gift away from you because you didn't want to see those things. Well, I'm going to tell you why. You were when you prayed for that. That's what God gave you. God gave you this gift, and you asked Him to take it away. So He did take it away from you, but it wasn't like a permanent thing. It was just only temporary. So I think with everything that you were seeing, you were meant to see it because there was warnings that things were going to happen, but you didn't know how to accept what you were seeing. So it scared you that you said, you know what?
Yes, it did scare me.
So that's why now it's like you see things, but not like you used to. So you might have to work on that. And there's certain things that I can probably teach you, or maybe like when we meet up, I can do like a test on you, and then see how that works. Like I might even test you to read me, like when we meet up in person or something, to see if I can do some work on you, or I might have to do some kind of spiritual healing, because I do feel that you have the gift. It's just that you're like, 'cause right now I can feel like it's like I can hear the gift in your voice, but in your soul, I'm being told that you're shaking, like you want it.
Yes.
But the only thing is that you don't want the bad things to come out. And I'm going to tell you, not every psychic is going to see good things. Some psychics are meant to see bad things, because the reason why is because some psychics are meant to see accidents, so they can warn you that that you could change things, and you're supposed to whoever you see in your dreams, that you're supposed to let them know.
Yes.
You know what you see. But if you can't accept your gift, then there's no way you can help people, because you're afraid of it, and you shouldn't be afraid of it. You should embrace it.
Right. Yes, because, like I have had dreams of my family, things happening to them, whatever, and I would call them to make sure they're okay, because, I was like, wow, what the heck's happening? And also I would see just some other things like war or different things, and I felt like I was just right there experiencing everything,
Mm-hmm.
So, that's what really, scared me, because I thought, I don't want to see that. It just, because it broke me, because I was there as far as I was concerned.
I think it was just that you were seeing things from a different perspective from somebody else that was going through that, and that's why you were shown those things. But you didn't know that, because you were growing up, and I guess it scared you. So you're like, you know what, take this away from me, because I don't understand what this is.
Right.
And now that you remember, it's like you want it back, but it's kind of.
I do want it back. Yeah.
But it's just hard though. It's just a little bit harder. But we can work on maybe a session or something, or maybe I can talk to you tomorrow when I'm not busy, and then we can we can work on that, and we can go from there.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay, sounds good. And what about that dream that I had, where I met a lady, and she was a little, older than I, kind of like blondish hair. I don't know if it was short or she had it picked up.
Mm-hmm.
And I was speaking to her. And then, we got into the conversation about, the little girl. And she says, I can help you, And then, after, she helping me and whatnot, I had her again. She was happy and whatnot.
I think that's probably going to be the person that's going to help you after I do all that stuff for you. That person, you're going to come in contact with that person, and you're going to know who it is when you see them. Because I'm being told that this person is helping you in the dream aspect, but you don't know who she is, but she's giving
I don't.
That you're going to see her, like, in person. So she's just giving you, like, she's entering your dreams, because she's going to be the one that's going to help you get everything resolved.
Okay. That sounds great.
Yep. And then we can work on it, and then we can see where we can go from there.
Well, I hate to interrupt you guys, but we do have to go to our first musical break of the night. And tonight we are listening to Mystique, as well as... Man, I have such a hard time remembering their name. It is Prime Example. I always want to say Primal. But we have Mystique, Time for School, Rampage, If I Slip, and My Inspiration by Prime Example. So you guys don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this musical break.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You gotta love to learn and have fun. It's time for school. Do you believe? Are you ready? Get ready. It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. your accomplishments. Move away from the negativity, it got you bent. And if you getting in the midst, just take the time and repent. Stay focused, get a pencil, write about the lesson. Raise your righteous hand, find the answer to questions. Can be your main plan, leave a saucy impression. You are your own fan, you got this, is what I recommend. Do you believe? Do you believe? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You gotta love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You got to love to learn and have fun. It's time for school. Back then, I loved school. I was cool. I was putting in my dues. I ain't wanna be no fool. Mama had it poppin', school supplies and shopping. Success was an option. Math had me locked in, but English was my topic. Lunchtime, I had it rocking. Lunch tables was knocking, and we wasn't stopping. In gym, I was good from the 3. Like Stockton, music class, I had everyone stuck. They was watching. We wore bow straps with retros and the watches. Love life, humble yourself. That's my creed. Think with your mind and heart, you will achieve. Pray on it, give it to God and proceed. Your goals, ambition, and God is all you need. Imagination and will is something we can't teach. Remember Dr. King, he had a whole dream. You can do whatever you want. I believe.
Do you believe? Do you believe? Are you ready? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You gotta love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. You got to love to learn and have fun. It's time for school.
Do you believe? Are you ready? It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. Yeah, you gotta learn to love to have fun. It's time for school. Roll out your red carpet. Yeah. Spark so much fire. Think I woke up the dragons. I'm the new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. Spark so much fire. Think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. You people fire well, I'm the kind that made you inspire. Smoke detector can't take the batteries, what I require. I am lit to put me out, you need a metal lid. Stop, drop, and roll to your nearest exit. Not the one to play, we'll make you go back and edit. Make you jump double dutch till your leg legs. Head knobbing with the flow, man, I need a helmet. I just screwed up these verses and got them pregnant. One of a kind, and chick could step to my comparison. F the world up with this, man, I should just marry it. My words are weapons, biggest tools that can't fit in your kid. They sell it fake, hoping I'd rather kill your hope like ISIS. Still killing it, infinite, check the status, I'm getting the wind. Froze the flows with multiple codes, my symbols grows, I'm cold as snow. I know the principles, and we feasting the beast with the dragon relief. When it happens, it show that I don't play though. Step into us will be so fatal. Spark so much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. Spark so much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God,
trash. This, of course, I can't crash. This a race and I'm fast. I pass the fate and put all of it last. Dragon, so I clash. I hide it all in the stash. We are diamonds, they are brass. I'm connected with no lag. She a spin 34 bag. That's my wife, and I'm glad. Michael Myers with his stabs. Ali with his jabs. A scientist in the lab. JJ Watt in his past. The amigos with the dab. This is why I rap. And I got the nag. Spazzy rolled a sack with Mystique in the back. Money tall like Shaq. Weapons like Iraq. I am cancer in a pack. The 9/11 attack. We don't know no slag. You can't hold us back. Rock and roll with that.
So much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm the new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, roll so powerful, industry don't fit me. Spark so much fire, think I woke up the dragons. I'm a new beast, spitting apocalypse for a fantastic. Got the power from God, made the rest hard to breathe. I'm on the surface, flow so powerful, industry don't fit me. I got dreams and ambition, I'm ready and I'm willing, I'm meeting this competition. You don't wanna be my dinner. The whole shift changed when the music bang. Love the look on their face. I got dreams and ambition, I'm ready and willing, I'm meeting this competition. You don't wanna be my dinner. The whole shift changed when the music bang. I just love to see the look on their face, and if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I got dreams and ambition, man. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm ready and willing, even if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm meeting this competition. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. You don't wanna be my dinner. I'm about to do this to death, cause I know they watching. Don't understand the talking, tell that dog to quit barking. I'm an entrepreneur, so correct when you talking. Bet I get it back and take a loss to be a boss. Coming fast and I'm switching lanes with it, crisscross. Never messing with you, rapping ratchets, what you really thought. And my jab steady dreaming, chasing missions for the fam. Understand I'm flowing lands from the Milwaukee brand. Thought you knew you can't wear my shoes, not do what I do. It's a mob, I don't pick and choose, just stick it to the rules. Keep my beast above and beneath. They know I'm beauty. What you need, I got what you need when it come to it. Who been grinding all winter so the summer extra lit? I've been in and out the booth trying to weigh up my greatness. It ain't no time to play with it, and if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I got dreams and ambition, man. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm ready and willing, even if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. I'm eating this competition. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, cause I was born for this. You don't wanna be my I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. I got dreams and ambition, man. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. I'm ready and willing, even if I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. I'm meeting this competition. If I slip, I'ma bounce right back, 'cause I was born for this. You don't wanna be my dinner,
Welcome back, and thanks so much for listening to us on We Are Paradox Media Late Night in the Rockies. Tonight we are joined by Chris Garcia, who is the most amazing psychic that I have ever known. Chris, welcome back, and thanks so much for being with us tonight.
I know. Thank you, Tessa. Even though I completely forgot that you were on break because I didn't hear you, so I was thinking, where did you go?
I had to go
was
hit the
thinking,
head, and then we had a musical break for about 12 minutes, and I was looking at the songs, and I actually put one on there for like 3 more minutes, and I'm like, heck no, we don't need no 15, 16-minute break, so I had to cut one. But yeah, we had some musical guests on here. We have Mystique, joined by Beauty and the Beast, and she did Time for School, Rampage, and If I Slip, and that was a 12, almost 13-minute break. And the next break is going to be fairly long as well, about the same time. But
it's okay, because I just forgot because I was like doing the reading, and I'm still doing, because I read my friend, and then I read her. They're related, so she's still on the phone. But
no
but
worries.
Like I was saying, if you want a session, because I know I'm gonna meet Allison. I don't know when, but I guess it's whenever I get that stuff done. I don't know when, maybe probably if I can meet her next week or so, or it might be after Thanksgiving. If you want to like tag along with her, then you can get a chance to talk to me for a while, and then
Right.
and then
As
we'll see
long
where
as
we
it's
can.
like maybe on a Saturday, Chris, because I work Monday through Friday at a doctor's clinic.
Well,
See,
you
I
guys
know.
also feel free to finish your reading, because we're having issues with call-ins. So who knows if we're going to be able to get anybody else in. And I'm so glad that you continue to try to get through, so I don't want to cut you guys off. So go ahead and continue with your reading if you'd like, or you can pick up later, whatever you guys feel you want to do. It's my birthday weekend, so it's a free-for-all. What's meant to happen will happen.
Well, happy birthday, Tessa.
Thank you.
But,
I'm getting older. I'm not sure about wiser, but we'll see.
No, but we can keep in touch, and then I don't know, like I don't have control over when I can meet her. I can probably try to meet her on the weekend, but if it's not, then I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I know that you gotta work, so hopefully if
Right.
the next time I meet her and I'm not doing anything during the weekend, I'm just gonna talk to her for a while. So hopefully you'll. Excuse me, sorry, I had to
Right.
burp.
If not, the next time that I'm going to be off from work is going to be like between the 30th and the 7th of January.
Okay, well,
I'm
we'll
going
see
to
where.
take a week off
Okay,
from
well
work
then we'll see.
vacation.
So just let me know, and then hopefully this next time when I meet her, maybe you'll get a chance to see me, and stuff, and then we can go from there, and I'll help you if you can. Now, if you want a session, now if you tag along with her, I can talk to you for a while. But if it's like for a reading, then you have to schedule a reading a week in advance. So like that, I can have them take me, and then we can do the reading somewhere. But if you come with her when I give.
Scheduled for next Saturday sometime.
Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. And then if I'm not busy.
Just keep in touch with me, and if we can do next Saturday, that'd be great.
Okay, well then we'll go from there, and then we can talk and see how things work. And hopefully by that time I should have her candle, so maybe she'll probably be with you or something like that. So we'll see, and hopefully God willing. Okay, and we'll keep in touch.
All right, thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Thank you for calling.
Thank you for having me on your radio station.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And I'm so glad that you called in and that Chris could help. And I hope you guys catch back up.
Yeah,
Okay,
no,
thank
because
you.
you're welcome. See, and that's the thing too, is that I was doing a reading on her aunt. So I was doing a reading for her, and I'm doing like, and that's another thing. A lot of people don't know this, but I do a lot of candle work for people. Like if you need protection, I do a lot of that stuff. I do a lot of prayers, over my religious candles, and I just light them for people. Some people tend to, if it's for the people that are more long distance, then they can send me like money in the mail, and then I can do the candles for them, and I just take a picture of what I'm burning for them, and then I can do it that way. Now for the people that are local, if they prefer burning the candles at their house, then I meet them somewhere and then I give it to them. And that's another thing that I do offer, but a lot of people don't know that I offer that because I really don't talk about my candle work that I do for people. But that's something else besides readings and the mediumship part. So if ever you need protection candle work done, then I can do that for you. If you need candle work for business, I can do that for you. It just depends on what kind of work that you want me to do for you. So just letting people know that I do that as well besides my readings.
Ron's all getting sad over here and saying I took his card off my wall, but I actually didn't. If you look close enough under where it says Mike Live, right behind that on the upper hand portion is the Joker card. I have not taken anything off my wall. It's hard for me to take things down that I care about. So the Joker card is still up there right here. If you're on Periscope. Here's the bottom half of it, and the top half is poking up there. So there's only so much room, and we do have layers, just like an onion, but... So if you guys do want to call in for a free psychic reading with Psychic Chris Garcia, please feel free to call 1-970-335-9596. It's 1-970-335-9596. And I'm sorry for those of you that have tried to call that have not been able to get through. Just keep persisting like area code 210. Keep trying and we'll get you through. Perhaps it's having multiple people on the line. If we have 2 on, we can perhaps add 3, but so far we have had no luck with adding 4. Very weird. Skype, you need to quit your shit. Get your stuff back together. Come on. I'm serious. What am I paying for? I'm broke. Okay, so when I got back from my vacation, my Four Corners Paranormal Investigations website came through for $90, and then Skype for $20, Skype for another $20 because I have the North American package, and then I have my package for my 1-970-335-956 number. So, yeah. And then my cell phone's been off since the 16th, and which is okay because nobody but telemarketers really call me, and you can call me from Messenger, or if you have an iPhone, you can call or message me that way. But yeah, Ron, you're welcome for keeping the card. I'm not taking it down. I promise it's going to stay up there on my wall because I do love you. But yeah, holy shnikes. Hopefully, if our different callers come in, they can get through. And I'll say the number one more time. 1-970-335-9596. Okay, go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But I'm happy that, that we actually had, that we're on the show, because I know, like I told you what was going on with me, and then you told me what was going on with you. So I guess on both ends, it wouldn't have worked because you were doing your thing and I was doing my thing. And so, yeah, but...
It's just crazy, and we're going to keep on going, and I have people still messaging me, like my good friend Teresa. I met her in Arkansas, and she's amazing. She's so full of good energy, and she's been through a lot, but if anybody deserves a reading, And I'm going to tell her call 1-970-335-9596. But yeah, if anybody deserves a reading, my friend Teresa does. And she's so amazing. And she's so funny. Like, she doesn't even try, and she makes me laugh. She came over to my sister's house, and you know how the guys like sag their pants with their boxers hanging out and stuff? She came up to the door, and she didn't have no boxers on. Her booty cheeks were hanging out, and I was like, what? What the crack am I seeing what I'm seeing right now? And then when she came back out, she did have her undies up, but when she went in, it reminded me of that sunscreen commercial, Copper Tone, where the puppy grabs onto the back of the pants and it pulls the butt cheeks out. Oh God, I laughed so hard. Even after I got home, I was still laughing to the point of tears, but
That's crazy though. But I'm happy that that you had your good time, and I was busy too. And even at that, Tessa, it was real cold outside. So if I would have done that show, I probably would have been coughing afterwards. So I'm glad that I didn't do it because it was really cold. I think we were like up there. It was in the 30s. I mean, it was cold, and then the music was loud. So if I had to do the show, I would have been outside, and I would have been freezing because it was very cold out there. So I'm glad that I said, you know what, let's do it today, and I'm happy. So.
Yeah, I'm so glad we did because when I think it was 3 days until my vacation, I came down with a cold that all my kids had, and I was like, really? Like, I'm going to have this before I go on vacation? This is ridiculous. And then I took my flight, and as we were landing in Arkansas, I felt like Arnold Schwarzenegger on Total Recall, where he got kicked out of the window of Mars or whatever, and he's out there in the atmosphere, and his eyeballs and stuff are popping out. Like, that's how I felt when I was landing in Arkansas, like, arg! Yeah. But I lived, and I proceeded, and I had a lot of ringing in my ears, which I get anyways when entities and stuff come around. But yeah, it was just like to the point of pressure where you almost want to crawl out of your body. But after that, it was all good. And I went down. So I was in Arkansas. My cough got a little worse because of the moisture. Once we went down to Louisiana, it was so bad. Like right when I'd light up one of my cigarellos, I would start coughing profusely because it was so humid. As soon as we got back to Arkansas, my cough got better. As soon as I got back to Colorado, I think I had it for half a day, and then my cough was gone. So that was pretty interesting. But yeah, being sick is no fun. And a lot of schools here, especially Mesa County schools, have been closed down because of this virus that's going around that's making everybody sick. And it's been insane. Gnome Drew, Andy Adnome, he's saying that he's getting ringing in his ears too. Have you had that going on as well? Or it's really weird. I get that when entities come around, but it seems like pretty constant lately.
See, well, I remember one time, now that you mention that, I think it happened to me, I think when I was out of town, or it was like after we came back, I heard ringing. It was on my left ear, and it just did for a while, and then it went away, and I'm like, what's that about? Because I usually don't have ringing in my ear. So that was kind of different, but I kind of thought, oh, well, maybe it's, because they say that when you hear the ringing, that means you're losing your hearing. But I personally don't feel that. It's just that sometimes your body psychically acts up and tries to tell you certain things in different ways that something's around you. So the first thing you're going to feel that, oh, maybe it's like that you're losing your hearing, but it's not always that. It's like your body is psychically telling you different things with certain reactions to your body. So sometimes if you get a feeling of something, like if you get an ankle pain, then you're empathically feeling somebody else's ankle pain. So it varies, because sometimes that happens to me where I'll get pain somewhere, and then I'm like, oh, it kind of hurts, and then and then I back up and I'm like, hold up, this is not my pain. And then like all of a sudden somebody will message me and say, Chris, do you have time to talk? And then when they tell me that, and then I do a reading on them, I tell them what I'm picking up, and they're like, oh my God, I don't want to do that pain. And then after I'm done, the pain goes away. So that's happened to me a few times too. So it is kind of awkward, when you have this pain. But first you think it's you, and then I guess And you know what's so weird? And somebody had asked me on a different show, but they didn't say it out loud. They said it telepathically. And somebody had asked me, how do you difference the difference between what is your thoughts and what are other thoughts? But I guess I've done this for a long time that I can tell the difference that what is mine and what's not mine. Because if I still have the pain of a certain area or certain areas, or I'm hurting, then I know it's me. But if it's like something that feels like I didn't have it, and then all of a sudden I get like a headache, then I must be picking up something from somebody else. That's happened a few times too, where I first think it's me, but then like, go ahead, sorry. To see if it works. Hopefully, cross our fingers. Okay, go ahead.
So I'm calling a number, and then I'm going to add Chris to it as soon as I get through. Hopefully, if it goes through. Oh, shnikes. Come on, meow. Oh. Okay, so she said she can't talk right now because her son just brought all his kids over. So I'm going to try going to this call. Oh, no. Okay. Let me go to Chris. I'm sorry, you guys. Skype has been really degenerate this last week. Okay. So Nikki said she just tried to call too. So I'm going to add Nikki since she's one of my contacts. That should work.
Hello?
Hello. So as soon as I was calling her, her son brought his kids over. So we have another caller that called in, and I should be able to add her because she is one of my contacts. And that should take just a minute. But yeah, hopefully my friend Teresa will call back here later, or we can add her in then. But hey Nikki, how's it going?
I'm doing, yeah, all right.
You're here. That's good. I'm glad.
I'm not in the ER like I was last night, so that's a good thing.
For sure. Okay, Chris, you're still here?
Yes, I'm still here. It's just that when you were calling, I didn't know who you were calling because I couldn't even hear you. So that is kind of weird. That is so weird because I'm thinking that the energy is different tonight, and I'm thinking that there is something that is picking it. I don't know because I remember every time, and it's so weird. I don't know if I'm doing it, and if I am, I don't mean intending to do it, but I guess I don't know. Or it could be a little bit of everything. So it could be a little bit of different energies that are causing this kind of stuff, because this is very unusual, for us to be going through this stuff. So I don't know. There could be something going on that that's not accepting the calls and stuff. So yeah.
Well, and we're not too far away from when the veil was the thinnest, so that's not too surprising either.
And and now that you say that, I'm thinking that with the Mercury retrograde and then the veil real thin, I kind of feel like it affected the energy. So I'm thinking that there is something that's going on, because I'm just thinking that it just doesn't seem right to me.
Yeah, it's really weird for sure.
And I can tell you, I think for next year, even though this is too early to tell, but I'm thinking that next year, and I'm getting chills as I'm about to say this, but I'm getting that next year, the 2020, I'm feeling like the energy is completely shifting from the 2019 to 2020. So I'm being told that the technology is going to change, and it's going to affect somehow the veil's going to affect the technology because the spirits are trying to talk. So I'm being told that they're going to manipulate the energy with what they could use. And I don't know if that makes sense or
It
if
does
you
to
can.
me because I'm picking up something similar.
So I'm being told that maybe probably by next year it's going to be a little bit kind of interesting of why things are happening the way they are. Oh, and by the way, I know there's people who are listening, and every time they tell me they're listening, they're thinking, oh God, here he goes. And this is what I'm hearing in my head. Oh God, here he goes. Well, I just want to say hello to Miss Christina and Junior again. And every time I say your names, I can see you both looking at each other, and they're like, "Oh crap, he just did it again. He said our names on the air." God, we're gonna have to hide every time he says our name. Now, there's times where I've done that to Nikki, where I'll say, "Hi, Nikki," and then I can hear in her head, she's like, I can see her hand on her head, and she's like, "Oh, don't he did not just say my name on the air?"
Oh, hell no, he didn't.
You know me pretty darn well, Chris.
So
Oh, hell no, he didn't.
So
What happened
whenever I
to
say people,
Dr. Patient
yeah, whenever,
confidentiality?
yeah. So whenever I say people's names, they're just like, no, he did.
Goodness.
And you know what? With everyone that I talk to, like when I say their names, this is what I see in my head. I'm seeing them like standing up, and then like if they're behind a chair, they're like saying, "Oh crap, he's gonna say our name." So I'm being told like I see them like holding onto something, and they're ducking, and they're like, "Oh my god, I hope nobody sees me."
Duck and cover.
So that's what I kind of pick up with certain people, and others are just like, he's not gonna say our name. He's not gonna say anything. But just when they think I'm not gonna say their name, they're like, wait, it's coming, wait, and then they're like, hold on, he's about to say something, and I can hear them telepathically saying he's not gonna say our name, and then just when I hear that, I tell them, no, you're wrong. I'm about to say your name. And then they're just like in the back of, I can hear them looking at each other and they're like, no, he just did not go there. So yeah, that and it happens with certain people. Like with Nikki, even though I haven't talked to her and I know she's going through a lot of stuff, that I've seen like on, on the media, but I don't get into it because I know she's going through a lot of stuff. So I really haven't talked to you a lot, Nikki, but I just give you my prayers and my blessings that I know you're going through a lot of stuff psychically, but then you're also going through a lot of stuff within your family too. So, I don't like to butt in, and stuff. So I just basically pray for my friends and stuff. So,
Appreciate that.
so I'm just letting you know that I do send prayers to you and my blessings.
I appreciate that immensely. Yeah, because Mom's doing a lot better, and I had a medical.
Also, she was
There she
calling
is. There
me.
you are.
I lost you
Okay,
guys
so
3
what I-
minutes ago. Skype is being so weird tonight.
Okay, for
So-
Christina, can you hear me? You said that you heard bubbles or sounded like bubbles. Because my friend said that they messaged me on Messenger and they said they couldn't hear me. But I'm being told if you did not hear me tell you or say hi, I did say hi to you and Junior. So in case if you didn't hear me say hi to Christina and Junior, I'm telling you again. I'm telling you hi, so you better duck.
And Nikki just
God.
started to tell her story about what's been going on, and that's when it cut off. Like I said before, Skype has been kicking us
Okay.
off in the after party. Just as soon as somebody gets to the
Yeah.
good part of their story, it's like, bloop, you're gone. So let's
And
try
it's
this
not
again.
just a couple of people. It's been large groups and small groups that they have been cutting everybody off. Even if you're one-on-one with somebody, it's been cutting off. So I don't know what the heck's going on with Skype, but they need to seriously get their act together and fix this crap because that is, yes.
It's those damn
Big-
aliens and their UFOs. No,
Tessa,
Skype.
somebody said that from a different people that I've never read. They said that if they can call in, and I told them yes. So let's see if they can call in. They said they're going to try to call in. So let's see if if you can patch them through. I doubt it, but hopefully they can get through. I'm just letting you know that there's people that are new to the show and they're trying to call in. So I'm just giving you heads up.
Yeah, generally we have the call going on and we can add tons of people on top of that, and you have to ask them to mute their mics until we call their area code because that's an issue. But this time, every time I try to add somebody, we can't. But luckily I have Nikki as a contact, so that wasn't so difficult. But go ahead, Nikki, with what's going on with you and your mom and so on and so forth. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it happens. It's part of technology. So mom is doing a lot better, which is fantastic. She's up walking, even better. So hopefully she'll end up, headed back to her home facility soon. But I ended up in the ER last night and, everything came back clear, but they couldn't figure out why I was having so many issues. And one of the things that had occurred to me when I was really out of it earlier this afternoon, I had the word inflammation given to me, and when that usually happens, it's from my spirit guide, one of my spirit guides, or family member, deceased family member. And so I was asking Chris if, for confirmation, if that is accurate. And I was also wondering, if there were any attachments regarding me or any chakra blockages.
Well, I'm going to tell you, and you know how we're having technical difficulties, but I don't care. I'm going to tell you. But I'm going to tell you right now. You have so much energy of what's going on with your mom, but it's not just your mom, it's you. But I'm being told that it's not connected from your mom, but it's you. So I'm being told that you have a lot of, you know what? I'm just going to blurt it out. You have a lot of ETs around you, Nikki. ETs.
Okay, what kind?
Those damn aliens! I'm telling
Just
you.
put it this way: you have a lot of higher vibration ATs around you, and these are very intelligent. So they tend to mess with you more than usual. So I'm being told that you need to pay attention because they are trying to get your attention.
Oh, they frickin' got it last night because they put me on an extremely low dose of something that I'd been on before. And it triggered, instead of doing what it was supposed to do, it did the exact opposite and made me dizzy. And when I get dizzy, I spin. Doctors don't consider what I say as lightheaded. They call that dizzy. I'm like, no, honey, there's a big difference between what I'm telling you and what dizzy is to me. Dizzy is making me spin. What I'm talking about is
You know what I
lightheadedness.
just
And
heard?
what this medicine did was made me spin. I'm like, we don't want that. I will projectile. Let's
You know,
not do this again, guys.
you know what I heard, Nikki, when you
What?
said your head was spinning. I heard that song. My head is spinning. That's what I heard. That song when you were talking. I heard. Why am I hearing that song? Because I heard that song. It's back in one of the old songs, and I heard that song. My head is spinning. I don't know how the rest of it goes, but that's one of the part that I remember hearing. It's an old song, but you probably have to look it up. It's weird that I heard.
Okay, so it says that's not my head. It's spinning. Is that what you said?
No, it's my head is spinning.
My head is spinning.
Yeah, I don't remember who's singing
My head
it.
is spinning.
Tessa's all trying to look for it. I bet you she's all looking at it on YouTube. She's like, what is that song?
That's what I'll end up doing.
I would be if I wasn't trying to figure out why these people can't get through. But I think once this call is over and somebody tries to call, we can add. But I don't know. Skype. I want a refund.
So I've got to. No kidding. This is ridiculous.
You know what? I'm going to tell you. I know for Christina, I think your head is spinning too. So.
That's Nikki.
Oh, and you could tell, even though, I know, but I'm telling my friend, that's listening to the show. She said that her boyfriend's asleep, so he's seeing sheep over his head, and he's sleeping.
Hey, Chris, I've got a question for you. What kind of ETs are we talking about? Can you describe them?
I can just put it this way. They're at a very high vibration, and their technology is very upgraded. Very upgraded. And I can tell you that they're almost like, the best way to describe them is between like the ET phone home kind of face with big eyes, and they're not very tall like most people how they see them, but I'm being told with these they're very short, and their technology and the way they can do things like by putting their finger, so they can it's kind of hard to explain, but they're just very.
No, I get it. I know exactly what you're talking about. So the form of gray. Is that what you're saying? It's a form of gray?
Yes.
Are they oh good God, something just said Anunnaki in my head. Where the bloody did that come from? That wasn't me. Okay. Well, that explains the pressure that I was getting, because we were trying to figure out what the heck I was. Okay. No chakra blockages.
Honestly, if there's anything, if you have any chakra blockages, I want to say there's probably throat chakra that's kind of blocked a little bit, because I'm being told that you have irritation with your throat, kind of. And then as far as anything else, your third eye's good. I'm being told with your sacral chakra, it's a little bit blocked too, but you can work on that. And then your root chakra, I'm being told that it's not blockage, but it's very active. So you're attracting a lot of ETs, and you're attracting a lot of other beings, is what I'm being told. So you're connecting with the astrals. You're doing a lot of ET phone home kind of thing.
I know why that is now. Thank you. Oh my God, I know exactly why that is. There was a time when I had to protect my mom, and I made contact. Oh my word.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my word. There was a situation in the hospital. I had to,
I can see you, Tessa.
You can see me. I'm like,
Yeah, so
Monster. Ah, la, la, la. I need the caffeine. Sorry, continue.
God. That's okay. I had to go really deep in my, oh God, what do you call it? Psychic abilities, I guess you'd call it. And I made contact with specific types of beings, but I didn't consider them ETs. Matter of fact, they weren't ETs. They're all Earth related. So, yeah, just to keep her protected, because we had quite the situation in her hospital room. I even had a friend's, unexpectedly, their father, who is deceased, came and stood guard because my mom was being bugged, and by folks who hadn't crossed over, and by other things. And I even got hit on the ribs, and I had a number of other incidences, and nobody was around. I'm like, okay, that's enough. Who hit me? So, yeah.
Well, and then you had that thing slithering across the floor. That was freaking weird. And that's the first night we had issues.
Yeah, that was the very first night in the hospital. There were a few other issues after that, and that's when I went, that's enough. This is what we're doing. I reached out to some folks on the other side, shall we call it, and I went, hey, I'm tired of this BS. My mom's trying to heal. I don't want to be putting up with these. There was a few little evil things on that floor, and I went, no, I'm not dealing with you, or I'll blow you into smithereens. So, and I didn't want to cause problems on the rest of the floor or in that building. That would not be good. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you, Chris. Oh my God, things finally just made sense to me. Okay, now I know what I need to do.
Sometimes it takes that, you know. You can give advice to other people and give readings to other people, but when it comes to yourself, it's hard to decipher because, you know, you feel like you could be misleading yourself, what is really needed to be done and what is over-exaggerated in your mind, and to have somebody else be able to look in on that and give you clarity is so important. Especially like...
Yeah.
That is incredible. Oh, thank you, Chris. Oh, wow. Okay.
You're welcome. Oh, you're welcome, and thank you for calling in. Oh, and by the way, if you hear like a click, it's not beer. I'm drinking soda, okay? I'm just letting you know.
I'm not drinking beer. I'm drinking vodka. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. I really am. But I only had a double shot, so...
You know what I'm drinking right now, and this brings back old school. Does anybody remember drinking root beer?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm drinking right now.
We actually got a root beer pound cake earlier to go with dinner, and I haven't had dinner or root beer pound cake, but Monster and such. Oh, we got another caller coming in. I love you, Nikki, and I'm so glad you called in.
I love you, too. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, see you at the after party, I hope.
Got it. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so we had a number try to call in just now. I'm going to try to call it back. And I believe it's one of the numbers written on my hand. Okay, so I'm going to call this number. If you get hung up on, I'm going to call you right back to add to this number.
Okay.
All right. Yes, I knew it would hang up on him. Damn.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Oh, nice.
5419.
Okay, so we're going to call that number again. Please answer. Come on, 541. 541. Hello?
Hello?
Hi!
Hi, is this a radio show?
It is, and I'm so sorry we've had issues tonight. Skype has been a bitch the last week. But I'm going to add Chris Garcia right now. We're trying a different way of doing it and calling back the numbers. I have written down on my hand, and you try to call again.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, I didn't know if I had the right number or not.
yes, you do, and I'm so sorry.
okay.
Skype has been that way, but do know that we have you on here, and Chris, we have area code 541. 541. Who are we talking to?
Hi, this is Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
So how can I help you?
Yeah, I just had a question. I was just wondering if it's possible, any way that I can get like me and Justin to be on good terms again, or if I have any chance.
If he wants to, because I'm being told that if he wants to talk to you, he will contact you. I would say don't push it. I mean, because I do feel like that, with the energy that, when we talked the last time, I'm being told that I think he's kind of like drifting away, I guess, because there's something that he's going through. And then I kind of feel like kind of scared. You kind of like scared him. So
you feel like he'll come back anytime?
Well, if he does come back, it's not going to be for quite a while. Maybe like in the close to like the last time, like in December. It's going to be very close to like New Year. So I'm thinking maybe like the 26th, if anything.
Oh, yeah. He's not seeing anybody, is he?
No, it's just that he's talking to a lot of people. So in other words, he's going back to his own self to where...
Oh, like socializing on social media and stuff.
So it really is back to square one. But I guess when he was trying to talk to you is when, when he's ready to talk. But when you want to talk, he doesn't want to talk.
Yeah, I noticed that. I just didn't understand why.
I get so irritated about this, and it's not the females in the situation. It's the males. They're so freaking flaky. Yeah. They're so fucking flaky. It's like, and we get so wrapped up in it. We're so consumed with our love, so on and so forth about it. And it's just like, you deserve better than this person. There's a guy out there that will hang the moon for you. Why are we wasting our time over these guys? It's because the heart wants what the heart wants. But that doesn't mean it's meant for you. And I just had to put that in because I'm just like, oh my God. I've been through this. I understand. But I hope you see that you are worth more than this individual will give to you ever. Go ahead, Chris.
Thank you.
And I've been told that I do feel like, that she's going to stick to who she wants. And sometimes, and I can take it from experience because I'm stubborn too. But the thing is that, if you want to stick with him, then you got to deal with his attitude. You got to deal with his way of being. But like Tessa said, you're holding on to somebody that does not want you. But if you want to try to go his way and you want him because you feel like he's the only one for you, then that's really totally up to you. You can change that and change that mentality and say, you know what? I can find someone better. But the thing is that you feel that what you're doing is you're limiting yourself. And that's always been your thing. You limit yourself just to him. Like he's the only damn man in the world. And I got news for you. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not.
I just have a hard time kind of like meeting people lately. I mean, I have friends, but I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. If you want to stick to him,
compliment your happiness and add to whatever's going on there. That's what you deserve.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. You guys have a good night. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good night, Tiffany.
Okay. All right. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Nighty night. Love and light.
Want it all, you're small, no more of a downfall. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all. I could sign your baseball. Money making it rain fall on a big mall. Owning the whole block, driving to the big. Want it all, diamonds and cars. Building big yachts, close up the stars. Buying the bars, own it is ours. I want it all, big or small, no more of a downfall. I want it all, I want it all, I want it all. I could sign your baseball. Money making it rain fall on a big mall. Owning the whole block, driving to the mailbox. Cruising in my yacht, I gotta get up out this box. I want it all. I'm inside of a dungeon, life involves repercussions. Convinced that consequences leave me boxed up, feeling suction. How could this bad mistake have me thinking ways to escape? Catching the case, wanting it all has been replaced. Look at a cellmate face, I know they can't relate. Close up the stars, buying the bars. On it is ours. I want it all. Big or small, no more of a downfall. I want it all. Diamonds and cars, building big yachts, close up the stars. Buying the bars, on it is ours. I want it all. Big or small, no more of a downfall. I want it all. I want it all. I want it all. I can sign your baseball. Money making it rain fall on a big mom. Owning the whole block, driving to the mailbox. Cruising in my yacht, I gotta get about this bodice. I want it all. Mystique, mystique.
Life, the quality or state of being alive, a living organism, and I am. Mocha tea, let's get it. My life, the sugar, honey, iced tea. They wonder why I smile so gracefully, and wonder why I like blue when I'm lactose. 10 toes, 10 fingers, nigga, 10 hoes. Flow dope, whip it, microwave and stove was broke. Broke days, broke weeks, even broke months. A rich don't will have them going crazy. Lettuce and mac and cheese got them going crazy. Irregular and normal and unusual. So unusual, I got shot for being beautiful. You can tell me love, you so gorgeous, but yet got a gun pointing to my forehead. Yo, head break bread, yeah, we gon' feast. Remember the cold nights we had nothing to eat. Southern Belle raising hell area near you. I'm hungry and leaving no proof. My life, my life, my life. It ain't always sunshine in my life. A big puzzle, I'm trying to figure peace ain't right. They thought I wasn't gonna make it, I know they didn't. It's visual, check your vision if you got the issue. A news feed if you got the memo. Breaking news, a new wave coming. Fuck a wave, hurricane, so mocha-licious. I really do this, it's in my blood. Pass it to my kids when I have some. And that's hip-hop. Mocha tea, let's get it. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. How could you love a man who never been loved? How could you show him something he so used to lust? I know I'm young, but I know I can be the one if he open up his eyes and know I'm the one he can trust. Support and good loving is all a nigga need. All that bullshit niggas give you is a test to see if you'll leave. And if you leave, you are not a strong queen. Cause a queen will stay still, pray and be there for her king. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. I love the way he carry himself, I love his swagger. He had me at happily ever after. No fairy tale, this man I really wanna capture. A peek at you, got my heart beating faster. No road runner, but you got my mind racing. Still can call you up and don't know what to say. My friends might say I'm dumb, my friends might say I'm stupid. Then again, why take advice from single women? Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Future plan is to get you, boy. You all that I think about when I get you. I'ma treat you right, keep you close to my heart. Let's create a kingdom and have a Prince Wednesday. Build an empire, a dream I desire. Like Candy Crush on the Monday. Got butterflies feeling funny. Blunt out the blunt, can't get no higher. Like a fiend who needs sexual healing. Boy, bless me with that business. You're my teacher, you get my undivided attention. Boy, would you come my way and answer a simple question?
Thank you so much for listening tonight, and welcome back to the show. We are joined by Psychic Chris Garcia and Putting Up with Skype Shenanigans. Chris, welcome back, and thanks so much for hanging out with us.
You're welcome.
So I'm going to try to call Cherie really quick. She was actually the next number on my call, but I can't call her from this, so I'll have to try to call her from over here. For some reason it says invite to Skype, so on and so forth. But I'm going to try calling her really quick, and then I'm going to add you to the call, Chris.
Okay, go ahead.
All right.
Hello.
Hey, Cherie. This is Tess from We Are Paradox Media. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good, except for the Skype shenanigans. So I'm going to add Chris to our call really quick so you can get your free reading. We're trying to get around the Skype shenanigans, so he should be in here shortly. But thank you so much for being so patient and hanging in there with us. Chris, are you there?
I'm still here.
Awesome. We have Cherie on the line. Cherie, go ahead and ask Chris what you need.
I was just curious if everything looked like it was in order for me right now.
Okay, what is your area code, if you don't mind me asking, so I can know, because I know people were messaging me on Messenger. Were you the one that says was cutting in and out?
Yeah, it was. I'm area 804 in Virginia.
Okay, so you wanted to know what was the question again?
Just if things are on the right path for me right now.
The only thing I can get from you, that I do feel that you're going through a lot of stuff, but you're going through the right path. You feel kind of like you feel like something is trying to turn you the other way and not do what you're supposed to be doing. If that makes any sense, it's kind of like trying to throw you off because there's some energy that's trying to confuse you. And I think it's probably more like, if anything, it's probably something negative. But I'm being told that where you're supposed to be doing, like helping people, I feel like you're supposed to be doing that. But instead of doing that, it's trying to linger you to going to do something else instead. Like it's almost like you feel like you want to do this, but it's almost like, and this is weird because I don't even know why I'm picking this up, but I'm getting like the word mind control or something to do with your mind. So there must be something that's trying to manipulate, and it's like energy, or it might be somebody trying to make you think this. But I'm being told that whatever you were thinking before you thought all this other stuff, keep your mind focused on what your objective is and your what you want to do in life. Because I'm being told that you are in the right path, but something is trying to, like I said, is trying to linger you to doing something else that's not going to benefit you and others.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
There's been some negative people around me, which I can't help having them around me. They're family, and they seem to cause a lot of turmoil. So
I think it's because I'm going to tell you why they're doing that. Because you're succeeding with what you're supposed to be doing, and they don't like what you're doing because there's some of them that are totally against what you're doing, and that's why they're causing all this chaos because they have a different belief system. And I'm just going to ask you, now that we talk, is this your first time getting a reading from me? Because I know there's a lot of people that I have on my Facebook that have never even knew. Because I've never read you before, so I know that.
No.
Because I've read so many people that know me, and then there's people that don't even know me, but they're on my Facebook, and then when I tell them on the show, they're like, "What? You're on the what?" Like, So there's a lot of people that don't know of me that are on my Facebook that haven't been knowing that I've been on the radio since last year, that are barely starting to realize, oh wow, I didn't know that he does readings on shows. So
this is the first time for me. Yeah.
Wow. So I'm glad that you called in. And go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I am too. I am too. So.
And I was going to ask you, does it make sense of what I'm telling you?
Oh yeah, it does. It does.
It does? Well, you
Yeah.
know what you can probably do, and I don't know if you have any and it's so weird that me and my friend Tessa were talking about this. Is there something with respiratory issues that you have, or somebody around you?
Um,
Like breathing problems, in other words.
I got diagnosed with emphysema, but they haven't done anything about it. But
Mm-hmm.
they,
Because
every
yeah,
time I'm
because
tested, I have 100% oxygen levels. So,
That's good.
okay, well that's good, but
so
then there must be something else I'm picking up, and it's not probably you, but it's somebody around you. And the reason why I was bringing this up is because since you have, excuse me, have so much negative energy, I was going to tell you if you can smudge your house, but if you can't because you have oxygen and you're breathing on it, then I wouldn't recommend smudging your house because there's different ways you can protect your house. If you can get like Florida water, or you can get like holy water and mix it with some protective oil. There's stores where they have they're like witch stores. You can get like holy water and put some protection oil, and you can sprinkle that around your house, and that will help. So if you cannot smudge your house with sage because of your oxygen and stuff, then there's other ways you can use different types of protection to keep anything negative coming your way.
okay.
And you can do that. And I don't know if where you're from has those type of stores, but you might either have to look up online for protection oil, and then if you have like a church nearby, you can get some of the holy water from there and mix it up with protection oil, and then you shake it up, get like a spray bottle and spray your house from inside out. You can spray your doorknobs. You can spray your porch, and then if you want to mop your house with this stuff, you can do it. And then you'll start noticing that you'll start, less people will start, like anything that's negative, if they're doing it intentionally, that it keeps everything at bay, if that makes any sense. It keeps everything away from you.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then if you want to, you can contact me and we can talk more. If there's other questions that you have, or if you ever, since you're on my Facebook, if you need to contact me, I'll message you my number. So in case if you ever need my assistance on anything, or if you can refer other people to me, since this is your first time, getting a reading from me, just keep in contact. So if you ever need any help, just don't hesitate to call me.
Absolutely. I most certainly will. I really do appreciate this.
And
I'm
you're
so
welcome.
glad you
And I'm
called.
glad. And I'm glad that she
Thank
called
you.
too, because this is her first time talking to me. So first of all, she did not know that I did radio shows. I'm picking that up right now, that you did not know that I was doing
I
radio
had no
shows.
clue.
And
I had no
then
clue.
second, you didn't even know who Tessa was. So basically, you don't even know, you didn't know who we were. So knowing that you called in, now you're putting, how can I put it? You're
Like,
putting
how'd she
us
find
in your
us?
life. Well, I just see that's what's so weird. It's just that God works in mysterious ways. So I believe that she
Indeed.
was
Yeah.
meant to
And
contact us. Yeah.
I usually do readings for other people, in an empath group, and I'm with a paranormal group, and I'm also an ordained minister. So I've got, sage, I've got holy water here, but I've never taken the time out to have anybody read me.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. We'll definitely keep in
I
touch. And
did.
then if you need to contact me, I'll give you my number in a little bit. Like I'll message you on Messenger.
Okay.
And then we'll keep in touch, and then we can go from there. And then if you ever need my assistance, just give me a buzz.
Thank you so much.
For sure.
You're welcome.
And make sure that
And
You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. God bless you both.
God bless you.
you. Make sure you guys
Thank
listening
you so
out there,
much.
you like us on Facebook, and if you go onto YouTube where our archives are for the shows, make sure you subscribe. Once we get to 100 subscribers, which we have well over that in followers, but unless you subscribe, we can't change our address to make it pertinent to this show. So it's just some random number or whatnot. But make sure you follow us and subscribe on YouTube and tune in. We have Chris on every month, and Chris is amazing. Every time he blows me away, just like with this reading. And I'm so grateful that you're here, Chris, and you're helping our listeners. You're just really amazing. And I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And I just messaged you my number, so just look at your messenger, and if you ever need to contact me, just look at your messenger, and that's my contact number.
Okay. Well, thank you so much. You
You're
all have a
welcome.
wonderful evening.
You too, and you have a lovely
All right.
night, evening. Okay, bye.
All right. Bye.
That is crazy. You know what? That only tells me one thing, is that am I not just growing? You're growing too, because she didn't even know that anything about your show. She didn't know anything about me, so that means that we have a new listener now.
Right? And it's amazing. I'm like, how did you find us? Like, she didn't know you, she didn't know me, so how did you find us? It's like really interesting, but like you said, God has his ways, and I do believe everything, no matter how good or bad it is, happens for a reason. That being said, I'm going to try to call back another one of our callers that tried to call us earlier. And then I'm going to add you to the call, Chris.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right, I'm going to try to do this real quick, like. Holy shnikes. This is insane. But we got to do what we got to do.
I know. I think tonight it's been kind of awkward and kind of weird that you have to do it this way, because Skype it's just weird how it's doing all this.
Yeah, we haven't had this issue for quite some time, but I'm going to add you here in a second. That's a mystery. Who are we about to talk to?
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just sitting here, trying to relax for a minute without a baby.
Aw. Well, I hope this is a good time to get a reading.
Oh, are you going to give me a reading?
Yes, we have Chris Garcia who is going to give you a reading. Okay, so hold on one second. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh no, I think are you still there, Teresa? Oh no, I think we lost her. Okay, let me try to get her back. Okay, I have you. I'm able to add her. This is good. We'll see what happens. Holy shnikes.
Thank you for calling me back. I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean to end.
No worries. I was like, oh no, I think we lost her, but we got you back, and Chris is on the line. Did you have a question for Chris?
Yeah. Okay. Like, what can I need a little bit of guidance. What kind of questions do I ask? Like,
well, I mean, if you want, unless you want a general reading, then I can do a general reading. But if you want me to focus on a certain aspect in your life or a situation, I can pick it up. Just tell me what you want. Like, say you want me to look up what I pick up on your love situation, your finances, or just anything that's going on. But just don't give me so much details. Just say the first thing you want, and then I'll tune into your energy of what's around you. And then that's how I do the readings. Or I can just do a general reading on what I pick up around, like all around you in general.
How about that?
Okay, so what's your name? Okay, so what's your name?
Teresa Bennett.
Okay, hold on. Okay. The only thing I can get from you is that you are trying to tune in to helping others in a way. Like I feel like you want to open a store in a way to like help people with whatever you're supposed to be doing, because I feel like you have some kind of gifts, but you just don't know how to go about it. And then on top of that, you're also being judged or you grew up being judged. Like people don't believe in what the kind of things that you believe in, but it kind of like discourages you. Like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I'm being told to tell you don't give up because God gives us all different gifts for a certain reason. And then I also feel too that and I'm hearing, I don't know if I'm hearing this telepathically, if you're saying it and you're not, but you're curious about your health. Being told that there are certain things that you are worried about, but it's not something that you should worry about. And I'm being told that if you are concerned, that's something that is like health that concerns you, then I'm being told to give you the guidance of getting a second opinion, of going to a different clinic or a different doctor because they're not giving you the right information.
Wow. How about my love life? Can you tell me about it?
Okay, say it again.
Can you tell me about my love life?
Now, as far as your love life, I feel like there is somebody around you already. But like I said, don't tell me anything. But I do feel like there's somebody around you, and I don't know if that's like spiritually around you or somebody physically. But I feel like there's somebody around you, but it's kind of like they're not that close and they're not that far. They're just like in between. So
they're not the one.
Can you believe? Did you just hear her say that?
Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't know if
Oh
that
my
makes
gosh.
any sense.
It does make complete sense.
It's almost like that. Go ahead. Sorry.
He is like his name's Tom, and he's in prison. Basically, I'll tell you the truth. He's in prison, and we talk on the phone all the time. We're together all the time. I knew before he went to prison. It ain't one of these things where you just meet a prison guy and start talking to him. Anyway, I've known him. We were dating before he even went to prison.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know, like he's here, but he's not that here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that kind of does make sense.
I don't know if I'm going to make it, or I don't know if we're going to make it or we're not going to make it.
I'm going to ask you a question. Did you just say, I thought I heard correctly, but let me know if I said it wrong. Did you say that he was in prison?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Or am I? Okay, because I thought I was hearing things. I was like, what? Like, what did I just hear? Okay. I was like,
no, she's being serious right now.
He's here, but he's here, but he's really far. Isn't that crazy?
Okay, well, I'm going to tell you something. And this is what's so weird. Don't tell me, but I feel like he's been in prison for quite some time. And you see him occasionally. Like, you used to go and travel. Like, every time he would go to, like, a facility and I can't even say my words right. Facility. Like, whenever you wanted to go and see him, you could see him because you were on the list. But now that, there's things that they're trying to him. So in other words, he's going further away from you. It's like I'm being told that they're going to relocate him, or they're thinking about it. And what it's doing to you is it's making you question, like, am I wasting my time on him? Because I can't touch him. I can't kiss him. I can't hold him. He can't cuddle with me. So what you're asking, and I'm being told in your heart that you're feeling like you're like wasting your time, but a part of you can't let him go because you feel like there is something there. But deep down inside, you're just like, I'm done. I cannot wait for him anymore. He cannot give me what I need. He cannot show me what I want. He's not here with me. And it's kind of like, it's getting irritating because it's kind of like, you want him there, but you can't have him because there's so many things that he did that messed those opportunities up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, it's crazy. That's crazy you said that. In the beginning on the store, I was a peer guide in prison, like talking to people about drugs and stuff. When I got out of prison, I wanted to open a halfway house, kind of like where you could help them get back in society a good way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I tried to do that in the Chambers of Commerce. They asked me to go talk to the lady And I didn't go because I had this like great fear that I wasn't good enough for it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
No matter that I'm clean, no matter what I'm doing, that I'm doing good, I still feel like when people look at me, they'd be like, oh, no, not her, because we know her past. You know what I'm saying? Like they would judge us
when
for
I met you and was around you painting and stuff, like, your personality inspires me. Like, you have this light coming off of you and this energy. And even after I left, I was like, hey, what are you doing? Because I missed you so much and I missed your energy. And I think you should follow your heart.
I miss you so much, really.
I miss you so much. But you should follow your dreams and do what you feel like you need to do, because I think you not only inspire me, but you would inspire others to do better with their lives and to carry on. And I think this guy that you're waiting for in prison is not for you. I know that you have feelings for him and you love him, but when he gets out, what does he really have to offer you? And perhaps you can rehabilitate him, but at the same time, you can't change people. People need to be able to change themselves. And I know that with family members that you and I know. But it's so difficult trying to do that and talk to them, even though you've been in that situation. They just don't hear it. They feel like they're being attacked. But I think you would be amazing, and I think you should try to get that funding to do this, because I think your halfway house would blow all the others out of the water. And I'm getting goosebumps right now coming up my legs and into the rest of my body. Like, I know you would blow it out of the water.
I'm serious about it. I want everybody to be better.
I think you can do it. It's just that you limit yourself, because you know what the thing is that you care what other people are saying about you. You care about what other people are thinking about you, and you care about your reputation of what people know about you. But you need to let that past go and bring the new you into their lives and say, you know what? Yes, maybe I did this, but I did a whole 360, and look what I'm doing.
She is so hardcore in what she's doing. I know she can do it. She's amazing.
I know. Yeah.
And they asked me, and I was like, but I'm so scared to do it by myself. And then I talked to my friends, you and Kathy, and I was like, it's just scary, because sometimes you need somebody there to pat you on, if that makes sense. Like, you're fine, you're safe, keep going. You're fine, you're safe, keep going.
Yeah. And you know what's so funny? I'm going to tell you a little story, and I'm not going to say who said this, but I want y'all to listen to this. Okay, this happened to me. I want to say like last week or before, when I came back because I went on to town. Okay, and I didn't tell my friend Tessa this, but this kind of like hurt my feelings. But I had already talked to somebody about it. This is what happened. Okay. I've been on all these radio shows, okay? And there was this one radio show, which I'm not going to say their name, and I'm not going to say the producer's name, but there was this girl that I was trying to get on her show, because I felt like, I wanted to expand and grow, right? To help other people that can hear me that haven't heard me before. Well, she called me, and, she was like, well, nice to meet you. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? And I told her everything about me, like my gifts, about my how I discovered my gifts, and then I gave her a reading, and then after I was done, she said, "Wow!" And then after that, she told me, "This is what she told me." She was, "I'm not gonna say no. I'm gonna say no right now, but I'm not saying no forever." Okay, and I said, "Okay, fine." Yeah. Then she told me that I was inexperienced. Let me rephrase that. She told me, that's exactly what she told me. She goes, "You're inexperienced." Okay. Okay.
What she told me that mean? I don't know what it means, but what I mean,
I think she was projecting.
and it was weird though, because she told me that I was inexperienced. Okay. Then she told me that I need to have more to the bone. Like, I needed more to the bone. And I'm thinking, what? What do you mean more to the bone? Because I was like trying to understand what she was saying. Then she told me, what else did she say? Oh, and then she said that I needed to add more to my belt. Well, I took it as an insult. Okay. I took it as an insult. Like, I wasn't good enough. Okay. Then I asked a friend of mine, because I talked to another friend of mine, and she told me this. This is what she said. She was at you. She was against you. She wasn't with you. So basically, I'm just going to put it like this. My friend said exactly what she said. She goes, she was talking shit, literally, because she was against me. She wasn't with me. And then she told me, my friend goes, Chris, why do you let people get to you? Look at what you've done. Look what you're still accomplishing. Look at other things that you're still helping people. So basically, she's thinking that she has her nose up in the air, that she's too good, and her radio show is not good enough for me, or I'm not good enough for her. So I was like, hold up. Then I told my friend about that, and she goes, so I kept thinking like to myself, like, why am I going to limit myself just to put myself, like, let her try to bring my spirits down just because she thought I wasn't good for her standards. So that's an example that I know I'm good at what I do. And even though she does not know me.
Oh, you're good at what you do. You hit me right on. And then you just got my name.
And that's what really kind of blows me away, because when I do readings for people, and I've read Tessa, I read a lot of people. So when she told me that, my friend says, why are you even paying attention to her? She's shining up, things up her ass because she's saying all this other crap when you know it's not true. Because if you were not who you were, do you think they would have you on Tessa's show? Do you think they would have you on this show? Do you think they would have you on that show? And she goes, answer me. Do you think they would have you if you were not as good as, and people, and then she says, you have a lot of followers. Think about it. You got a family that loves you. You got people that support you. So basically, she's just one person that's just that you shouldn't even worry about it, because later down the road, what she expects is that she wants to see something bigger. But when you get like on TV or whatever, then that's when she's going to notice you. But the thing is that she doesn't see that you already have a lot of exposure. You have a lot of good people around you. You have a lot of good support system. And she doesn't see that. So she's limiting you to her, that you're not good enough to be on her show. Now, personally, I'm not cocky, and I'm just me. I'm just Chris. So for her to tell me that, I just said, you know what, forget her, because there's a better opportunity for me, because she might have turned me down, but there's going to be something later on, and then she's going to want to talk to me, and I'm going to be like, oh, so now you want to talk to me?
No, and I wouldn't give her the time. Because, see, there's always that one person that sees the light that wants to put it out. You know what I'm saying? That light that you got, that what Tessa was talking about. There's always someone that's going to come across you, and they're going to want to put that light out because they don't have a light, so they're jealous of it. They want that concept.
Yeah, and then maybe, and that probably is true. Maybe there's not a light. There's not enough light
I believe
on that show. There's probably not a love. In other words, there's probably not light and love on that show. That when she came across me, she didn't like the vibration she got. So maybe that's why she turned me down, because she wants to remain with the way that they have their guests on their show. They want to keep it at a vibration that nobody's higher than them. She wants to keep everybody no one better to shine out, or no one to stand out. You know what I'm saying?
It's
and I don't know what Tessa thinks about that.
You just got to keep your light shining. Don't listen to the peanut gallery or the naysayers. And I know that people looking at you a certain way or saying certain things can make you feel less than what you are, but you know who you are, and you need to be you, and you need to let your light shine and do what you feel you need to do. Your dreams are your own, so follow those, and don't listen to the peanut gallery or whoever else, because like I said, you know who you are, and I know you, and I know you can do it. You can do it.
Yeah. And I'm glad
I think you're great. You hit me straight on, like even in the relationship, he's here but he's not here, and he's far but he's near. Because he is near, because I'm with him on the phone. We do the FaceTime on the prison thing. So the thing is he's here but he's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like it's just he's trying to make decisions for me, and I'm like, are you going to pay my electric bill? Are you going to make sure my son's fed? Are you going to fix my car? No, you're not. So don't sit there and tell me what I'm doing wrong when I'm not even doing that much wrong. You know what I'm saying? Just because I go out and I help Kathy paint or something like that for extra money, or I go clean somebody's house or something.
You're doing what
Don't
you
look
need
bad
to
on me
do.
because
And you know what?
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you something too. Is that even though I read you, I'm going to tell you how I feel like. I'm reading you, right? I read you, and you said I was dead on, and you know I'm good at what I do. And Tessa already knows me. How long have you known me, Tessa? Already?
Oh man, I was doing Spaced Out Radio when I first met you, and I was kind of leery, and we were playing tag, and I was like, Dave, how do I know if he's good or not? And he's like, we'll have him give you a reading, and you were right on. And every time I've had you on the show, every month since, even on my new network, because every time you blow my socks off, and I'm just like, holy shit, if you ever get a reading, you should have Chris Garcia read you. If you've ever had a reading and you've been unsatisfied, if you've never had a reading and you need a really good reading, call right now, because Chris is amazing.
Yeah. And
He's
now
great. He's amazing. He hit me right on, and I can't believe it.
And
I mean, how would anybody know that I wanted to open something? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I never talk about that to people. I mean, I have talked to people about it, but you know, it's not an option for me right now because I just let go of the dream. And like, he fucking, sorry for my language.
No
he
worries.
knew about me wanting to open something. That's crazy.
And I'm going to tell you, now that I read you, I'm going to tell you something. It's so weird, and I feel the energy so much love, because as I was reading you, you told me something that I needed to hear. And you know what I needed to hear from you? And this gives you confirmation that you should open that store. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you said, I quote, she does not have light on that show. She must have something probably that maybe you intimidated her, because the way you told me is that there's probably not light around her. And maybe when she talked to me, she didn't like the vibration because she likes everyone to be lower than her. So if you told me that, what makes you think that you didn't make a difference with what you just told me? Look what you just did. You helped me realize that I shouldn't go to her standards, because there's other better opportunities. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And the same thing with Tessa. She told me the same thing. Just don't listen to the peanut gallery. So what you just did, you helped me. So that should tell you, as me giving a reading to you and then you giving me a little advice back, that gives you confirmation that you should have opened that store at the very beginning. That should encourage you. That should motivate you that you can do it. Don't care what other people think about you. Don't care about what other people say about you. Live your dream.
Don't let go.
Because we are living our dreams. Now it's your turn to live yours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I live a dream that now I get to keep my grandbabies home around my kids. So I'm living one dream, but it'd be nice to have the other dream come along with it, you know?
You can do it. It's possible. I know it. I can see it.
I would love to do it, because I mean, I want people to know that they can make it, because I was one of the biggest sorry for the language, I'm a cusser. I was one of the biggest drug addicts in my town, and I got sent off to prison because this guy got shot, and they tried to get me for all kinds of stuff, but they got me. I had to take a robbery charge because they came to where I was at, and they said that made me part of it. Well, anyways, besides all that stuff, I went to prison, and the girl that was with me when all that happened, she was like, Tracy, you don't come to prison to change. But it changed me because I got to sit down and think about everything I'm missing. And if I'm that close to somebody that died, and I'm that close to something like that, it's time to reevaluate your life. Time to look and see and say, where have you went wrong for something like that to happen near you?
Right.
You know what I mean? You got to, I mean, I was just, I mean, there was just so much that happened to me. That's it.
And I'm going to tell you right now, as me being the psychic and me being the guest on my friend Tessa show, I just want to say I'm very proud of you, because you have the potential and you just proved it. So if you can do that, you can change a lot of people, and you can put enlightenment in their life, and that's what they need.
And don't listen to this guy giving you shit because you're doing things to better your life. You're doing things to support your family and do what you need to do to pay your bills. And like you said, he's not doing anything to help you with that. He's just trying to make you feel bad about it because he's stuck in there and he can't do anything. But you're out here and you're moving beyond what you might have thought your potential was before, and you can even go further than that. Like the sky is the limit. Like even the universe is the limit. Just keep going and don't let go of your dreams, and don't let this asshole or anybody else in the peanut gallery look at you a certain way or make you feel a certain way, because you are above that and you are a bright shining light. And that's why I miss you so much, because I miss your energy. You are an amazing person, and I know your grandbabies are thriving for it right now, but I'm so glad we got a hold of you and we're able to get through to you and give you this reading. And I hope you do follow your dreams for sure.
And let me know your feedback, because I would love to hear about it.
What? I'm sorry.
I would love to hear your progress and your feedback once you open that place. I want to know. Okay.
I just don't know how to get started.
Look for government grants is the first way to go. Put in grants for this halfway house and look around at different realty and stuff where you can open it, because there are things like that needed in your area.
I've done the hours for a CIT. I've done the peer guy's kind of like a CIT. You know what I mean? You work like an counselor thing. Mm-hmm. And I've done all the hours. They just don't give you the credit when you're in prison, you know?
Yeah. But don't let that stop you.
You can do the work, but you can't.
Yeah. But thank you for calling, though, and we'll keep in touch, because I know there's a lot of noise in the background. But just keep in touch.
I've got to get into bed.
And if you want to add, I know, but if you want to add me on Facebook, just message Tessa, and she can give you my Facebook name, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Just send it to me, and I'll do it. And I love you, Tessa.
I love you,
so
Teresa.
Good to hear your voice.
I miss you, and
I want to lick your eyeball. I want to lick your eyeball. I miss you so much.
I miss you. Please don't lick my eyeball.
I miss you. I know. I want to lick your face like an old dog.
That's better. Well, give those babies some love and squozens from us, and definitely keep in touch with me, and I'll give you Chris's information, and you guys can keep in contact from here.
Okay, and God bless you.
You're welcome, Teresa. Have a good night, and like I said, give those grandbabies some love and squozens from me.
I love you.
I love you, sister.
I love you too, sister, so much. Call me sometime.
I will.
I'm always home.
I'm out of minutes right now, but I'll get minutes soon. My mama sent me some money for my birthday, so I'll be able to get the minutes back on.
Good deal.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, little baby. Want to go sleep, huh? Want to go sleep with Mimi?
Yeah, that's just amazing.
It is. Like, she's an amazing individual, and I'm so glad that she called in tonight. I was hoping she would. But let me call this number. They've been trying to get through all night long, and we have about 15 or so minutes left. So let me call them really quick, and then I'll add you on.
Okay.
All right. Sorry we have to do this, but Skype, you know. Hopefully they answer.
Hello?
Aloha! Is this Yvonne?
Oh, yes, hi. Oh, there's a booking number on my phone.
Oh, well, it might show up as my regular phone number, so save that. But because I have my Skype number and my regular number on Skype, so I'm adding Chris really quick so you can get your reading. I'm so sorry about Skype tonight. It's been a real hassle. But Yvonne, go ahead and tell Chris what you need.
So,
hey, Chris. Aloha, baby.
So how are you doing today?
Oh, this has been a really rough couple of weeks, and there's several things going, but I'll focus on one. there's a person that I knew back in 79 through 82, and that person has been popping in my mind for almost 2 weeks. You know, and do you need her name or anything, or a brief description?
Well, you can just tell me her first and last name if you know it, or just her first name.
Wait, what was that again?
Her first or her last name, or you can just tell me her first name, and I can pick up whatever you want me to ask.
Okay, her last name is Gary, Garry.
Okay, and then her first name?
Her first name is Catherine.
Okay.
And I'm in my early 70s, and I would say she would be like in her mid 70s. And she's a sister, a religious, and she was a provincial at my one time, type thing.
So what is it that you wanted me to get tuned into?
Well, my third eye too has like been really itchy. But anytime a person pops into my head, something's going on with them. She would be like in New York or in Pennsylvania, I suspect.
The only thing that I can pick up is that I do feel like you probably need to do a healing session or do some healing for her, because that's probably why she's popping in your head, because you're telepathically picking up her vibration. So there's probably some healing that she needs that she's probably not even aware of. But I'm being told that with your guidance and with the way that you work, I do feel that you'll do some good healing on her, and then everything, whatever you feel from her, once you read her or whatever you got to do, everything will go away, and you won't see her in your head, or she won't pop in your mind anymore once you talk to her and you get to see her.
Because when people do that, when people keep popping me in my head, something's going on.
Well, then you need to probably like contact her somehow if she's on Facebook and see if you can do a session with her, because I do feel like she does need your insight.
Do you think I should attempt to contact her?
Yes, I feel like you do, because I'm being told yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Now has she had me on her mind?
I would say she popped in her mind maybe like once or twice, but she never thought of why. She just felt like, I guess I'm just thinking of her, but she didn't think of why. So I'm being told that maybe you need to call her and tell her, well, you popped in my head, and this is the reason why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because that's usually what happens. You know, like, have I been like doing work? I mean, I don't feel like I'm doing anything. You know what I mean?
Well, you just have to just follow your heart, and it comes from within.
Okay, great.
Yeah, and then and then if you need more time to talk to me, we can probably talk on that session whenever you want to get a session. I can tell you what you need to do, because we would need more time for that.
Yeah. Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Chris. I'll try to make an attempt then to contact her.
Okay, sounds good. And let me know how things go for you.
I will. Take care now.
Yeah.
Thank you, Yvonne. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving week.
Oh, I hope so too. Take care.
Good night. Love and light.
Good night, hon.
And we had another person trying to call in as well, but we have a little less than 10 minutes left. Chris, can you tell our listeners where they can reach you, which websites, Facebook links, so on and so forth?
Well, if they want to contact me on Facebook, if they have Facebook, it's Chris Psychic Garcia, or they can call me directly, 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470, or they can reach me at my email, garcia187bluelove@gmail.com.
And I was muted, but we're trying to get Alyssa next, so hopefully we can get through to her. But we are going to cut out here shortly. Chris, being it's my birthday week, did you have any highlights or anything that came up for me?
Honestly, I see you progressing, and I can say that your birthday's brought a good blessings. I just feel like you're just, many more blessings to come to you. And there might be some kind of sponsor or kind of like appearance that you'll probably be doing or speaking up for something, maybe like locally. So I see that you're going to progress and you're going to promote the network there. And I'm seeing, like, I don't know if you have business cards, but I'm seeing business cards published and handed out so people can know more about the ParaX media, and then you're going to advertise like that. So I see a lot of good opportunities coming to you.
Yeah, I've got a few of my friends have, like you said, sponsored me. I was saying it's my birthday week, and if anybody wants to give me a gift, please send some money because my internet bill is past due, which I just paid that while we were doing the show. And my phone is off, which that's a personal deal that I'll deal with later. But other things like that to keep the show going so we can continue to try to help people. And, through readings as well as making it a home for people who have experienced the paranormal, whether it's entities, aliens, UFOs, shadow people, so on and so forth, demonic possessions or walk-ins. A place for them to feel comfortable so you don't feel that judgment and ridicule. And that's kind of what we're looking for here on We Are Paradox Media, as well as Four Corners Paranormal Investigations. And we're all over the place. Like I said before, we're on Facebook, Skype, Twitter, Spreaker, Periscope, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, CastBox, Tumblr, YouTube, SoundCloud, TuneIn, and just recently we got added to Deezer, Deezer. I've never listened to it, but everybody, different strokes for different folks, whatever you like to listen to. But it's been awesome having you back on the show, and it's funny how we had some family issues going on at the same time. It kind of lined out to where this was the best weekend to do what we do, and I'm sorry to everybody about the Skype issues. It's been a real handful, and trust and believe I will be on the line getting on their asses about getting us back in order because I pay for a certain thing, which is being able to add at least 15 people or more to my call, to stay on hold until I call their area code. But it's been quite complicated tonight. Luckily, we were able to work around that, but we do have a couple people that are waiting for our call to give them a reading. If you're up for that, Chris, to go a little overtime. And of course, we have the Skype after party, which you can find me at Tessa Thomas-Peterson or Tessa.in as in Nicole .Thomas THOMAS30@gmail.com. Find me there. Come in for the Skype after party, and we just like to hang out. Toss back a couple cocktails or bowls. Bring your own beer, bring your own bowls, so on and so forth. It's a good time had by all. But I'm so grateful that you come back every month, and I can't wait to have you back again next month to see what happens, who else that you can help to broaden their horizons.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say too, because I know that you said every Saturday or Sunday, but I have the 14th, the 21st, the 15th, the 8th. I don't want to do anything on Christmas because I don't know what you have or who you have on December, so it's really up to you.
Well, the sky is the limit as far as that goes. But thank you again so much, Chris, for being my guest tonight on Late Night in the Rockies on We Are Paradox Media, and I can't wait to, as I said before, do it again.
Yeah, and we'll keep in touch as always, guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Can't hear nothing. What happened?
I was playing the music because I'm doing my outro. And thank you to all of our listeners on We Are Paradox Media. Facebook, Spreaker, Twitter, Periscope, iHeartRadio, and wherever else you may be beyond the Omniverse tonight. I had a wonderful time this evening, and I can't wait to do it again tomorrow night with our special guest, Craig LaFleur. He is a psychic as well, and he kind of divvies in the realm of healing, so on and so forth. He helped to heal my sister. Don't forget, you guys, we are all in this together. Together we can make the world a little better, and together, my friends, we are Paradox Media, because without you, there is no us. Until next time, nighty-night, love and light. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and I will see you back here, same time, same place tomorrow night. Feel free to join us on our Skype after party. Tessa Thomas-Peterson or Tessa.n.thomas.30@gmail.com. Hope to see you guys there. Until then, take care, my yous.
I'm sorry, I was seeing the date, so I didn't know what you had available.